Hi, I'm God. You're listening to Living Podcariously, a mouth-hug-friendly podcast.
You're listening to Living Podcariously, bringing you real men's perspectives, unfiltered, unapologetic, and uncensored. Recorded live in the Living Podcariously studio in world-famous Cocoa Beach, Florida.
Welcome to Living Podcariously, brand new 2017.
I almost said 2016. I was like, well,
did you really?
I'm not used to it yet. It doesn't roll off the tongue.
I haven't seen any of you guys since last year.
It's been a while.
Yeah, seriously.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
You know, I always put the same Facebook post. May the new year bring you health, prosperity, and the ability to start writing the new number within a short time frame.
I always fuck that up for some reason.
I still got friends writing 1990 something.
All right, I'm Adam. I'm one of your hosts, sitting across from me.
I'm in a different chair tonight, buddy. I'm Tach.
He's in the pink chair.
And then the lady Chase.
I'm Andrea Joy.
And as always,
it's Jay Alvarez.
And we have a very special guest, Tach.
Why don't
you do the introductions?
It's
of
like
this
seeing
special
Santa
guest?
Claus.
It is.
Okay, everybody. All you listeners out there, I know you're excited.
Very.
We have the wonderful, the beautiful, the talented Holly in the studio, my girlfriend.
Oh.
She does exist.
She's not a figment of Tach's imagination.
Oh, wait. We still have to let her talk. Hold on.
Let her talk.
I actually exist.
We have proof of life.
So loud.
Tach's grabbing his earbuds. He's like, God damn, I can't hear shit now.
Sorry, it's the new microphones I got for Adam for Christmas.
So Tach can finally now say, fuck you, Matt Iteo. My girlfriend exists. Your move.
Oh, yeah. So this is a brand new year. Whoa. I damn near knocked my mic off
Mike's
the stand.
getting limp.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah, it happens with age. It's a new year.
There's a special blue
Been
pill for
drinking,
them.
so.
So, brand new year for the podcast, brand new set of destinations and goals for our show, Tach. So we should,
Indeed,
we should start the show off with a bang.
We should probably talk about those goals. What are they?
I feel like we should watch our phrasing, especially with this bunch when starting our show out with a bang. Like, I feel like that explicit tag, it only gets us so much license.
Hey, Adam and I were out working on sponsorship tonight.
Yeah, that's true. We were at a venue. We won't name the venue, but we were at a venue listening to Hot Pink, and Hot Pink has a surprise for us. They haven't exactly named what that surprise is, but somewhere in 2017, here early in the next couple of months, they're going to bring some sort of surprise into the studio for Living Podcariously.
Do you think maybe it's like a new car for Jay?
A new car for Jay? That's
not
a bad idea.
My car doesn't work now.
Oh.
She's got a flat tire in the driveway.
I could use a new car, too.
Wait, is that why it doesn't work? Because you have a flat tire?
The roofers, they were doing our roof.
So your car works, you just haven't changed the tire.
Correct.
No, this happened. I parked my car, and then he had a friend staying. He came in. He was like, your tire's flat. Your tire's flat. I'm like, great.
But you just need a new tire, and your car will move. You know what I need for my car to move? A new car.
An engine.
Well, I haven't had air conditioning for a year and a half, so.
But it still functions. You could technically drive on it.
Technically, every once in a while it won't start, and I'll try for like 5 minutes. I'll call Adam, like my car won't start, and then as soon as I call him, it starts. So that's the key to starting it.
It's just like when you take your car to the shop and it makes a knocking noise, then it won't as soon as you get there.
Yeah. I call him.
Cars
That's
are like
3 times it started.
Cars are like children, misbehaving until there's company, and then they're the best behaved bastards on the planet.
Well, it's a Hyundai, so it's over 100,000 miles. So
that's the limit on it. All right, so before we get into the show, Tach.
Yeah.
So we have an unbelievable special guest that you introduced to us already.
Yeah.
I want to talk to her for just a minute. Is that all right with you? Can I address Holly? So Holly,
you need to ask me too.
All right, Holly, are you here on your
Yes.
own cognition, has Tach drugged you? Did he find some girl on the way up here to pretend to be Holly, or are you really Holly?
Blink twice for help.
I'm wearing jeans because I have an ankle bracelet on. Hold on, let me cover it up.
Oh.
Nice.
That's why the helicopters were outside. I was scared.
Yeah.
No, I recognize her from Facebook. It is the actual Holly.
Yeah.
So we love our boy Tach. We absolutely do, and we're very happy to see you up here with him, in studio. And it warms our heart to see somebody that loves Tach as well. I'm just saying, he's a good guy, and
Yes.
thank you for coming up and joining us.
We've
this week.
almost known each other for a year now, Tach.
Oh, yay. It's been a year.
So I've heard him complain about being single and all the girls in the entire world suck for an entire year.
In fact, one episode he was slitting his wrist during the show. I'm just saying. No.
We took the knife away, though.
Yeah, no.
That's right. He was doing it against the grain, not along it like a real man.
So for our listeners, have you listened to both of our shows, Living Podcariously and The Twisted 10, both?
Yes.
Yeah. Have you heard them all the ones that Tach has been, which is all of the ones of this iteration, I guess. So
Most of them, anyway.
Yes,
Most
it's
of
actually, I call it TAC 101.
That's exactly
Learn
what I did.
everything.
When I first met Adam, I listened to all the shows, and I knew so much about him just listening to the shows.
I noticed that you're not wearing boots tonight. What's up with that?
No.
Oh.
Tach hates boots.
I wouldn't let her. I threw them out.
So Tach on for the listeners that might be just be listening, Tach on one of our episodes said that he does not like girls in boots or something along those lines. How did it go?
Something like, I said girls wear boots for other women because guys don't really like boots that much.
That's
but
just
girls
you.
fucking love boots. And then Andrea was like, well, your girlfriend probably has boots. And I was like, no, she don't. Because she doesn't like closed-toed shoes.
You said, yeah, she lives in flip-flops. And then I was like, no, I have a lot of boots.
She's a girl.
Like boots.
I didn't know that.
You don't understand that. That's like a woman's social status. Like, the amount of shoes that she has, it's like gold for Scrooge McDuck. Like that's
The best part of the
She goes swimming around in the shoes.
the best part of the conversation is Tach said, talking about Holly doesn't have boots. She said, no, she don't. Like a black girl's head.
I
bobbing
got
back
neck
and forth.
action.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of girls are obsessed with shoes and stuff. I'm not obsessed. I mean, if I could be, I guess I would, but I'm not obsessed. But even girls who aren't obsessed with shoes have boots. have
Boots and pants.
it's like that little
Boots and
black
pants.
dress. There's always at least one.
You do have at least one of everything because
Yeah.
you're still a girl.
And it goes the
It's
other way
fine.
around. Every man should own a suit, at least one suit.
Yeah.
See?
Always.
And we all have boots
I tried putting
because
on
they're adorable.
I tried putting on my suit the other day to some gala or event we went to, and it was a suit when I used to be a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Let's just say the pants didn't fit. It looked like MC Hammer pants on me. I gotta get a tailor. So hey, if a
I can
tailor's
just-
listening,
I can just
Adam
picture.
has more clothes than me. I'm just saying, we have a big closet, and he was like,
Not
this will all be
surprising.
your side, and this will be mine, and then we hang all the clothes up. His are like 3/4 of the closet.
I just picture Adam in a suit. Where it's really just like Adam with a sports jacket and still wearing a bowling shirt under it.
that's pretty spot on. Actually, Johnny from Old School Taint Funny would appreciate that joke because every joke he makes on Facebook at me is because I wear because I wear bowling shirts up to their show.
I'm working on it.
All right, so this is our first show in 2017.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Yeah, definitely.
Happy New Year.
This-
New Year.
As we're recording this is January 1st, so this is New Year. Yes, it is.
Absolutely.
Let's go through real quick and just talk a little bit about 2016 and talk about what we appreciate from that year. Not that there's much, but let's talk about.
There's not much.
That
I mean,
bastard of a year.
I met Andrea. You met
love
Holly.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Personally,
yeah.
That's about the only good thing that
We
happened
are all in
2016.
relationships.
Jay met his girl,
Yeah.
Lorraine. So look, hey, we all got fucking hitched. Well, not hitched, but we all got.
Hey,
Easy.
you can't use that word. Only we can use that word.
I didn't get it. I'm waiting for it.
You're
'Cause
waiting
I
for
want a
being
baby.
hitched.
You
Yeah.
won't give me a baby until we're hitched.
You know, there's an analogy. They say the pull-out method is kind of like shaving your balls with a straight razor.
I'm hoping last night he was a little drunk.
You're killing my punchline here, Andrea.
Oh.
Yeah. Shaving your balls with a straight razor is kind of like the pull-out method. You never forget that one time you fucked up. Now, see, you messed it up. The punchline is all gone because
You
just
can
thought-
erase it.
Oh, okay. Now,
I don't like it
insert
when mommy-
laughter here.
I don't like it when mommy and daddy fight. Especially when straight razors are involved. This is too much like my own house now. Oye, hijo de puta, pero ¿qué hacen? No, maricón, pero vete entonces. and I'm just having flashbacks.
Was that an impression of that like 30-year-old man that dresses like a toddler on like Univision?
Univision.
I have no idea what you're talking
about. That is the only word Tach knows in Spanish. I'm just saying.
So, did anyone watch the ball drop on the TV?
You talking about Mariah Carey's career? Yeah.
I heard
totally
about that.
We were doing our own rock band thing.
I didn't see that. What the hell happened?
So much.
I heard she like completely bombed and was like completely hammered on TV.
So she was doing Auld Sang Lang or whatever that song is, for all the
Auld Lang Syne.
Yes, that one. And it was just bad lip sync. Like you could tell
she was like, "Oh, the mic's not working."
No,
or the earbuds or whatever
that was.
Remember?
That was for the next song. For Auld Lang Syne, it was just bad. It was like watching a Bruce Lee movie.
No,
and then they started playing that one song, and then she just like surprised. Apparently, she had no idea what the set list was. So she wasn't prepared to sing that song. She's like, we didn't do a check for this. We never did a sound check. But all the dancers are doing perfect choreography. So it's like, okay, somebody was prepared for this. And somebody thought she would just diva her way out of
Somebody had a little too much champagne, I guess.
Oh, there's no way she
just walked back and forth and was just like making excuses.
Can we get these monitors on, please? Can we get these monitors on? And then the next song was just...
you just gotta interrupt when you want to.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's
just fire away.
You gotta jump in.
This is a tough crowd.
Shields are down, Scotty. Open fire. That's just...
all right. So just want to recap something for you guys real quick. So we host two podcasts. We host Living Podcariously and The Twisted 10. So we have two shows.
We already know all that.
Well, no. Got it. I'm talking about our numbers for 2016.
Okay, got you guys.
I was talking about that because I was bringing in my topic.
We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. All right. So for a podcast to reach more than 100 downloads per episode that's about standard. That's about the average that you get. Essentially, that means that everybody has about 100 friends that are going to listen to your show.
I have 100 friends.
Shit, I'm like if I get 7 people to my funeral.
I think all of us together make up about 100 friends.
Yay for us.
I want you guys to know in 2016, and I don't mind ever sharing our numbers for our listeners as well as for any other podcasters that are out there. Our two shows combined, granted, this is both shows combined. Living Podcariously is stronger, has more downloads, more listens. Twisted 10's a little bit under it, not much. But for 2016, we had over 109,000 listens for both shows combined. So I think that's a good move on our part. We grew our show tremendously. We resourced it out, and I think we owe ourselves
Can you do
a
some
shot.
math? Can you do some math?
Yeah, what were we averaging per episode?
Well, bring it down. Well, yeah.
So 52 weeks in a year.
Right.
Actually, we're on episode number 48, something like that. We might have skipped a couple of weeks throughout the year and started a little bit late with the latest reboot.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's like I don't know.
All right, I'll do math.
Yeah, I can't figure that out.
What was the number?
By doing math, he means he'll be the one to reach into his pocket.
So do 109,000 and divide that by. So we had about 40
by 52.
Well, we had 42 episodes of Living Podcariously, and we had 38 episodes of Twisted 10. So somebody do the math of those two combined.
What was the number?
42 and 38.
42, 38, that's 80.
80.
Yep.
So 109,000 divided by 80. What does that come to, Tach?
I can't think. I'm just well with your hands.
Roughly 1,362.5
per episode. Booyah! Just saying.
Damn.
Insert Brazilian horn sound here.
Whatever that
is. No,
I was going with New Year's because I had a New Year's theme to talk about.
Okay, yeah, we'll
which
get
I
there.
cannot see.
We'll get there.
It's green.
We'll get there. You used green again?
Ink.
You couldn't read green ink last week.
I forgot and I switched to purple. I was like, shoot, I couldn't read it, so I switched to purple.
Whatever happened to just black ink?
Whatever happened to using electronics?
Why's it got to be black?
Because it is.
It's the best.
Because white ink is horrible and doesn't work for anything.
And is smaller.
I didn't use white ink. I used green.
Holly, is it hard to keep up in here?
Yes.
Is it? Yeah, it's a little.
Yeah, if you're on Adderall, you want to miss a dose or two before coming here.
Or take 3 or 4 extra.
Yeah, just to keep up. All right, so I've got a little list, and Andrea's got a list as well, and Tach should have a little game time segment and a few other things.
I've got a little list too.
What are these little lists about?
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. So
I actually have a little list also.
Let's do something. Let's take a break. Let's take a break in studio.
And then we can all do our little lists.
Let's come back with our 2016 and miscellaneous lists.
What if all of our lists are the exact same list?
That'd be fucked up, huh?
That would be so scary.
That'd be
trifecta.
That would be apropos for our podcast, though. No planning. We're good. We'll just wing it. Yeah. All right, so we're going to take a break in studio. We will be right back after this. Hey, it's Adam. If you enjoyed the content or the cast of Living Podcariously, be sure to check out the other show we produce. It's called The Twisted 10. Each week, a host or a guest host takes over the show and brings their own unique and original top 10 list to the show. Here's a few examples. Top 10 crazy religious practices. Top 10 sexual fetishes. Twisted Guinness World Records. Top 10 possible human extinction events. And my personal favorite, top 10 best or worst infomercial products. As you can see, the content is all over the place for the show. However, it is a lot of fun to produce, and we hope you like it. As always, thanks for listening.
And welcome back to Living Podcariously.
Tack, let your girl take it.
What?
Let your girl take over.
Oh, shoot.
Tack likes being the boss.
Wait, pass.
I so set you up for that. I'm sorry I had to.
So we are back, and it is the new year still.
Ah, yeah.
Still is.
So from what I understand, we all have our own little tiny lists.
So from what it sounded like, yeah.
It's kind of a coincidence.
Do. I'm gonna can my list. I wanna defunct my list till you guys come out with your own little your own stuff.
Well, I kind of got something interesting that I came across on Facebook. Gross. I came across on Facebook.
Ski.
Gross? Did you say gross?
Yeah.
It's gross?
Well, just it's the wording.
Oh.
Came across, Andrea, like what we did last night.
Remember what we did last night? Remember that?
That was beautiful.
Remember what you let me do?
I just hope there's a baby out of it.
So, I saw something on Facebook I thought was interesting. I'll try to make this pretty quick. Of course, this is for 2015, but I think it kind of still applies.
All right.
This is the 100 years ago.
100 years ago?
Yeah. So I'll do the first one, then you'll get what it is.
So the oldest person in the studio is you, Tack. So I'm just
Actually,
Are you
it's
really
not.
the oldest?
It's me.
Holly's the oldest?
Holly's got you? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's me.
Older women make beautiful lovers.
Right into the mic, baby. Right into the mic.
I thought you guys moved it so that didn't happen.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Maybe move it down a little bit.
Andrea, I heard you fine. You were in the mic.
Keep doing that. I'm almost there.
All right. So this is for the year 1915.
All right.
But I'm sure it applies for 1916 too. So
This is 2017.
I mean 1917. Shit, this is 2 years old.
15, 1916. Where are we going, Tack?
All right. So anyway, for the year 1915, this is just 100 years ago. The average life expectancy for men was 47 years.
Oh.
47.
Tack, you got like 6 years.
47 in a row?
In a row?
Tack, you got 6 years to go, buddy.
My father was killed at 48, so he beat that.
Wow. Fuel
Your
for
father
cars.
also wasn't alive 100 years ago.
Fuel for
do you
cars was only sold in drugstores.
Wait, what?
What?
You had to buy petrol from the Walgreens or the Duane Reade.
There was no Walgreens.
Duane Reade, that's a New York reference.
Yeah, it is.
Only 14% of homes had a bathtub.
Wait, what? 14% of homes had a bathtub.
Yeah.
Yep.
How do they bathe?
Standing shower.
The YMCA.
No.
I would think bathtubs would be before showers, though.
I don't know. Only 8% of homes had a telephone.
All right, that's it.
That's about that. That's actually pretty accurate now.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Nobody has
Hey,
a
good point.
Who has a landline anymore?
Only meemaws and peepaws.
Oh, see how we came back
What goes
around.
around comes around, yeah.
Yeah, so Einstein was right. The maximum speed limit in most cities was guess.
I want to say 35.
15.
5.
20.
Whoa, what?
15.
Start again.
5.
What?
5.
5?
30.
20.
15.
None of you had it right, but it is 10.
10 miles an
10
hour.
miles an hour.
That's because
Well,
the horse can't go that
No,
fast.
yeah,
I
that's
was
the thing though.
closest without going over.
Back when cars were
True.
new, the streets were for pedestrians. And it was like this whole smear campaign that the auto companies were trying to do to get people off the streets because cars were killing people because people just walked on the street. So the term jaywalking, Jay used to be this really.
I see what you're doing there.
No. Jay used to be this really derogatory term to call somebody. like
Really?
a jaybird. Yeah, he's free naked as a jaybird or jaywalker. So that's where that came from. Because it was car companies trying to keep people off the streets. So they started enacting these laws and paying lobbyists and paying off congressmen to enact these laws to make the streets for cars. So they would stop killing people and it would help boost their PR.
That's like people calling you Jay Masturbator, right? That's a weird term, right? They don't use that anymore.
That is a weird term.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some dungeons in Central Florida that may know that name.
I'm sorry to interrupt everyone. I left my robe down here on purpose.
Except we're on the pool table.
What?
Her robe. Actually, it's on the dining room table.
Christmas robe because it's freezing in this house.
Oh, it's cold in here, Holly.
Yeah, we
Thanks for letting me know.
She was asking me, I'm like, I don't remember.
Is it cold there?
Tach, we had a great opportunity here to have both girls sitting together on the lady chaise. Why did you not strategically place both girls next to each other so they could warm each other up?
Sorry.
What's going on here?
They still can if they want.
All right.
They don't want. Okay.
We're not lesbians.
Okay.
It's not going to happen.
You don't need to be.
This list is kind of long here. I got.
Oh, all right.
Keep
go
going.
Okay, go.
Unlike your dick. What?
Just do this.
Put your dick away, Adam.
Well, I don't have a boner.
Stop trying to compare it.
Make it warm.
All right, so the tallest structure in the world was the Eiffel Tower.
Ooh.
The average wage in 1910 was how much per hour?
Ooh, 19.
Starting at Holly over here this time.
In 1910?
Yep. This is per hour wage.
10 cents.
Okay.
Oh, shit. I'd go higher than that. I'd probably go $1 an hour.
Okay.
$1 an hour? What are you, some kind of sociopath who's just throwing money out at people? No, I say an honest wage is 5 cents an hour. No honest man needs more than that.
I'm going with 65 cents, Bob.
Okay, you guys are all wrong. It's 22 cents.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay. All right.
$1.
Who was closest?
The average
Back
U.S.
in my heyday, Snickers was a nickel.
The average U.S. worker made between $200 to $400 per year.
Wow.
What?
That's really close to what I made.
I pay more than that in child support.
That's close.
A competent accountant could expect to earn $2,000 a year.
Ooh.
A dentist made how much?
I'm a dentist.
A dentist?
Come on.
100 years ago?
Anybody get the reference?
No,
You need a
we're
dentist
past
or an
that.
accountant?
We moved on. No, what? Made a little more.
I'd say a
Maybe
dentist.
more? So we're going
Twice
more
that.
than
Let's go
two.
4,000 a year.
3,000.
I go 2.7, Bob.
So close.
I'm
2.5.
Ah, damn, Jay. Almost nailed it.
I thought there's more.
I was
There's
going
more.
to say 2,500.
Okay, here you. You're the
Now
first
you were
one.
sure.
You're the first one on this one. Here we go.
Okay.
A mechanical engineer can make about how much per year?
Andrea?
42.
4,200?
Yes.
I'm going to go 45.
Mechanical engineer, trick question, Bob. There were no such thing as mechanics
They
back
had
in the
cars back 100 years ago.
It's not about that.
Somebody had to build the windmills. The Dutch.
Remember, the tallest structure was the Eiffel Tower. There was engineers.
day. Nah, there's just French guys that know how to put stuff together. Solder this to this.
Ready, boys. Let Holly make it.
Holly got to hear my French. I'm just saying.
Engineer, 5,000.
Ding, ding, ding. $5,000 per year.
You guys,
Y'all cheated.
You guys cheated.
You knew.
I didn't even know he had the list.
No, I shouldn't.
I don't believe you.
More than 95% of all births took place at home. 90% of all doctors had no college education.
What?
Oh, that's when men were men.
no
Instead,
shit.
They would attend so-called medical schools, many of which were condemned in the press and the government as substandard.
Wow.
You mean medical care in this country was piss poor at best? Some things never change.
You know what I heard back in, what year is this, 1917?
1915.
1915. They actually had a healthcare program. It was called Obamacare. For whatever reason, it was weird. It was the same name as what we've got now. No, all right, I'll stop there.
Stop. Let me write the jokes. Just stop.
Yeah. Leave it to the stand-up comedian to tell me, no, don't write
All right,
jokes.
sugar
Yeah.
cost 4 cents a pound. Eggs were 14 cents a dozen. Coffee was 15 cents a pound. Most women only wash their hair how often?
Ooh, Andrea should get this.
How would I get this?
Let's say monthly. How often monthly?
Monthly.
How often?
How many times a month?
I go with twice.
Well,
Wait, are we talking downstairs hair here?
Is it bad if a midget walks past you and says, "Your hair smells nice"?
4.
She says 4.
4 times
I say
a month?
2.
Per month. So only 15% of households had a bath. So I would go once a month.
I'm going to say 1, 2.
Is correct. Once a month.
Yeah. Woo. Holly and I, we're on the same train here. We know what's going on here.
And they used borax or egg yolks for shampoo.
Oh, what did women? Wasn't it Lysol
like
women
to
used to
clean
use
your
as a
scalp.
contraceptive?
Lysol as a contraceptive?
Yeah, it used to be.
Holy shit.
You don't really have to wash your hair. It doesn't get dirty unless you're doing something.
We're also
dirty.
past the washing of hair.
I could talk about that all night.
Canada passed a law that prohibited poor people from entering their country for any reason.
The great country of Canada, our
I'm
great
still
neighbor to the
one
north.
time a month. Really?
Look, wait. Hey, they're on to something here.
I can't get past it.
Canada says back in 1915, 17, whatever, that no poor people, and they're legalizing marijuana. So they're obviously ahead of the game here. Maybe they're onto something. Maybe we should stop letting dirty people into the country here.
And
Or poor people.
But what you're forgetting,
Still
is that the
shampoo.
dirty pork
They're
people
using the wrong shampoo.
are from here. Why are you still talking about hair?
Because I'm a fairy godmother.
No
for
one's
hair.
on hair anymore.
I'm
Let it
on
go.
hair. I'm on hair constantly. I love hair.
Okay, so the 5 leading causes of death were
Hair. Washing their hair once a month.
Infection from teeth.
Well, let him go through the 5. Give the 4 and we'll guess the last one.
okay.
Leading cause of death.
Okay.
Dear God, woman.
Heart disease.
Childbirth.
No, heart disease, stroke, tuberculosis, pneumonia. Guess the last 2.
The last 2.
Conception was tuberculosis, right? That was the same thing?
What?
The old school, there was like an old timey thing. Oh, he's got the conception. I think that was tuberculosis.
I don't know.
So I want to say measles. It's got to be another disease or polio.
Some kind of plague. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was some kind of massive contagious disease.
Or something so.
I don't think there was a plague then, though.
Or-
It was in the
or acne.
1800s.
Yeah, I don't think so. It doesn't. It's not a plague. So
Smallpox?
It's really not like childbirth.
I'm going with
Some of
Bob
that-
Marley's ingrown toenail.
It could
I'm
be
just
like
saying.
something as simple as like UTIs and kidney infections.
No.
it's simple.
Syphilis.
So I was thinking simple like UTIs, but
You're close.
The flu. I mean, just.
The flu is one.
influenza.
Cheaters.
I told you, cheaters.
So
But
common colds.
the last one is like a symptom of the flu.
A cough,
we
a
don't-
headache. Dear God, man, just give it to us.
Diarrhea.
Diarrhea.
The American flag had 45 stars. The population of Las Vegas, Nevada was
10,000. Oh, Las Vegas, Nevada?
The population
3.
of Las Vegas, Nevada?
you say 3, honestly?
I'm going to go 3.
Okay.
10?
I want to say
10?
I'll say 11.
Okay.
You fucker.
215.
Well, I was going to say all underbid, but it was 30.
Oh.
30 people.
Oh, we're pretty close there.
Hold on. So I'm just putting this
30.
together, though. Hold on. So coffee was cheap as hell. Nobody had running water, so diarrhea being a cause of death makes more sense to me. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
still putting that together.
Yeah.
She can be on
Okay,
hair. I
we're
can be on
past
that.
I'm still on the hair thing.
Yeah.
Crossword puzzles, canned beer, and iced tea had not been invented yet. There was neither a Mother's Day nor a Father's Day, and 2 out of every 10 adults could not read or write.
Well, that's why there was no Mother's Day or Father's Day. No one could read the ads by the greeting card companies.
Nice.
Only 6% of all Americans had graduated from high school. Marijuana, heroin, and morphine were all available over the counter at local drugstores.
What a time to live
Yep.
in, huh?
Back then, pharmacists said
That would help with that diarrhea.
heroin clears the complexion, gives buoyancy to the mind, regulates the stomach, bowels, and is, in fact, a perfect guardian of health.
Yet they're still not washing their hair.
18,
They are. They're just doing it with heroin.
18%, 18% of households had at least one full-time servant or domestic help. At last,
We
there
call
were
those slaves.
Slaves?
No,
I know.
No, because up north they still had like maids and shit too.
Yeah.
Like that, those were paid.
At last, there
Paid
were
slaves.
about 230 reported murders in the entire United States.
230?
Chicago hit that. Hold
That's
on,
it. We get
right
that
now.
every day.
I was going to say, yeah, a weekend in Chicago has got that. Yeah.
And that is all for my 100, well,
Nice.
102 years ago.
102 years. Nice tack. Good
I
recap.
forget what year it was.
What?
You forgot what year.
He said 102 years ago.
Well, at the beginning, I was like, yeah, I fucked up. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. I don't even know what year it is right now.
That's 2017.
Are you sure?
I almost said it's 2016. God, I'm not used to. I know it's only been like I don't even know what time.
Few
it is.
hours.
17
like
hours.
19 hours.
Or yeah.
21 hours.
I can
21
easily
hours.
forget 2016.
Yes.
Yeah, you
So-
met
It was
Tach.
the
I mean,
best
come
year
on.
of my life.
Easily forgettable.
No.
Hey, there are some things that 2016 got rid of that we're happy about.
But everyone keeps saying how bad it was.
Well, no, there were some good things that went away, like the Whip and Nene died in 2016. And that, I believe, should be addressed and celebrated.
I spent the entire 2016 with Adam. We met in January. So
Oh,
for everyone
I got
else,
two
it
things
was
so fucking
horrible,
sweet.
Say it.
but
Say it,
this
Tach.
year was
That's
the
good.
best.
Oh.
I met Tach in 2016.
Oh.
I met Jay in 2016. I learned about podcasting in 2016.
True.
There are everything's optimistic.
Very positive.
about
Learned about all my
2016.
ex-wives in 2016.
What, the slutty ass horse?
Yeah. Well, only one of them.
Cut it out.
You want to cut that out?
Yeah.
I'm leaving it in.
Yeah. All right. So, Andrew or Jay, one of you two has
I've
another
actually, I've got a list myself, and it's a little bit in line with yours, Tach.
Oh, sorry.
I have a no. That's actually cool. What I have is I found this list from 1955.
Nice.
And it's called the Good Wife's Guide.
Okay.
Oh, that's for me, isn't
I
it?
like it.
This was something that was published out, and it was a way to help women make better choices into being better housewives.
Holly will enjoy
I will
this.
definitely have a lot to say about
we're
this.
We're all gonna have a lot.
it.
I love it.
I like where this is going.
So I read through this,
Andrea,
and
pay attention.
most people
I already
don't. Most
know
people
it.
don't realize I'm actually I'm not a feminist. I'm not gonna say that, but I'm definitely I'm all about equality.
Yeah, me too.
So after reading this, I felt like it was time for a reboot, if you will.
Yeah.
So
Is it?
yes. So I have a couple of things here. What I have is the original 1955 entry, followed by Jay Alvarez's 2017 update.
Nice.
And we'll do it like this. I'll read the 1955 one, then I'll read the 2017 update,
Okay.
and then we'll comment on each one by one.
Deal.
You're like the Jesus Christ of this. That's amazing.
That's right. I walk on water. People should follow me.
It's the New Testament.
13 people at a time. Thank you.
Walk on something else. Jesus already did that.
So, and so here we go. 1955, The Good Wife's Guide. In 1955, the statement was, have dinner ready. Plan ahead, even the night before, to have a delicious meal ready on time for his return. This is a way of letting him know that you have been thinking about him and are concerned about his needs. Most men are hungry when they get home, and the prospect of a good meal is part of the warm welcome needed. That's the
I like that.
1955. All right, well, here's the 2017 version. Have takeout and delivery menus readily available. Chances are both of you are getting home from a stressful job at the same time, and a pizza is always a good way to shut up the kids. If he complains, make him feel guilty for being a man in the workforce and not realizing how much harder you have to work just to show equal value in the office, and guilt him into helping with the kids with their homework, as you have to finish some paperwork to be ahead of the curve tomorrow. While he's doing that, make yourself a daiquiri.
Nice. I like that. That's pretty accurate.
I followed that stuff when I was a stay-at-home mom, and he still drank more alcohol than he paid attention to me.
Adam did?
So no. When I was
Well,
married,
You gotta
I was stay-at-home
clarify.
mom.
You gotta clarify.
Now we're
We
talking
don't-
about
When I
her
was a
exes.
stay-at-home
I gotcha.
mom, and
Okay.
I followed.
Our
it to
listeners
a
don't
T.
know that.
I even had the apron, high-heeled shoes, everything.
Now, let me, no,
Set
Diary.
the food in front of him, took it away, and cleaned it.
now, here's one
It didn't
thing.
work out.
Here's one point I do want to bring up. I'm not
Bullshit.
knocking people who do have this in there. If it works for you and it works for you as a couple and as a unit, that's fine. My big issue with this was the fact that this is like a woman should be obligated to follow any of this.
Yes, exactly.
No. If this works for you, it works for you. But this shouldn't be expected from anyone.
Wait a minute. Hang on a minute, because I like this list. Is this not appropriate? Wait a
Well,
minute.
I have to go to work. If you want me to stay home and not go to work, I would do that stuff.
All right. Because I'm digging this list so far.
Holly?
But I kind of.
Holly's sitting there chomping at the bit.
No, I'm with you, Jay. I'm not with him. I'm with Jay.
Yeah.
Holly looks at Tach and says, I'm the breadwinner, bitch.
She is the breadwinner.
Every woman.
She does make more money than I do, and I'm okay with that.
Now back, was it 1955?
Yep.
It was a different time.
It was.
Way different time.
And
back then.
and that's why I wanted to bring the update.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
Way better
Definitely
back then.
but
Way better back then.
Hell no.
What? Wait, what? I like it.
Why can't the men do it instead?
They
The
can.
men
They can.
have that all ready for you when you get home.
No,
They can do
I'll
that.
do that. I'll do that.
They can stay home.
No,
take
Tach,
care
we
of
know,
the kids
Tach, we
and-
know you will.
See?
We got that. We know you
That's
will.
right. That's
I
why
mean, no,
he's
I
my
won't.
princess partner.
Tack,
Your
the house
princess
better
is-
be clean. I want dinner ready.
The dinner part I got. But as far as cleanliness, she's impossible to please. So
But
I
if
knew you were
had
gonna say
all
that.
day, if you
thanks
had
for
all
the
day,
thanks for the
you
setup.
Is
Nice.
is she the one that like you clean all day and then she gets home? She's like, "Oh, baby,
You tried.
you tried."
You're so cute.
But you'll learn eventually. You know, you have
This
all
doesn't
day to
go
figure
here.
out exactly where everything goes.
Well, it's not like placement of things. It's just
Oh my gosh, I get so mad at him. He says he cleaned. But I've learned to like say I appreciate everything you did, but I come and I'm just like, this isn't even clean at all. And that took me a long time to just like take that in and just be like, thank you so much for helping. You did a great job. And then I'll spend 2 hours cleaning up everything he didn't do.
Wait,
Right.
what happened here? We were on
All
a
right, yeah,
goodness.
let's
go.
Let's go back to the list here. All right, second entry. Second entry, 1955. Prepare yourself. Take 15 minutes to rest so you'll be refreshed when he arrives. Touch up your makeup, put a ribbon in your hair, and be fresh looking. He has just been with a lot of work-weary people. 2017 update. Prepare yourself. Most men have been playing kiss ass to their boss all day, so when they get home, they want to play kissy face with you. Remember, sex is a tool/weapon that you wield with finesse to gain the advantage in the household and should never be given haphazardly. His advances should be met with chatty conversation about your mother's new obsession with Brazilian waxing. Convince him that since he has all this extra energy, he should throw out the garbage and walk the dog while you finish some paperwork to be ahead of the curve tomorrow. While he's doing that, make yourself a daiquiri.
I see a theme here.
I hear the theme too. I like it. I'm digging it.
You know what, Jay? I read this list when I got married. I absolutely followed it.
How'd that
to
work
a
out
T.
for you?
It didn't work at all. I followed it. It did not work.
You know why she has to fill out paperwork to get ahead of the curve, right? Because men still make more than women.
I literally would make sure.
You make more than I do.
Put makeup on and fix my hair because when he walked in the door, I wanted to present myself good for him when I was married back then. None of that worked for shit. He still drank himself into a coma. every night.
More proof that this list is shit.
Yep.
All right. So the next entry in the 1955 The Good Wife's Guide. 1955. Be a little gay and a little more I'm sorry. Let me start that again.
Yeah, that's what Adam
wow.
wants me to be more gay.
Stop it.
Hold on.
Is this like lesbian porn?
Be a little gay and a little more interesting for him. His boring day may need a lift, and one of your duties is to provide it.
That has so many different meanings.
So here's a 2017 update.
Invite your friend over.
2017, gay and interesting? Who the hell does he think he is? That was a one-time thing, and only because it was his birthday and you were curious. Remind him that he, in fact, has yet to return the favor as agreed and threatened to collect. Be sure to bring up the new trainer at your gym and how good he looks in short shorts. If his boring day needs that much of a lift, have him take care of the kids while you finish some paperwork to be ahead of the curve tomorrow. While he's doing this, make yourself a daiquiri and find that trainer's card.
I like the daiquiris.
Adam's still trying to convince me to have that threesome.
The hardest part of this list was trying to figure out how to spell daiquiri accurately.
We're not seeing it, though.
Yeah. But,
Oh, no, I just lost my wedding ring.
DAQU.
Nope.
Oh, fuck. Really?
Oh, wait. No, go for it.
Thank you. DAQU.
Tach would get this one right.
Mm-hmm.
Is it AREY?
No, DAQUARI. And I'm pretty sure it's
A-R-I.
DAI. I think
Somehow Tach just spelled Tanqueray. I don't know how he did it.
Tanqueray?
Tanqueray. ALBUQUERQUE.
I don't know. There's no guarantee that I actually did spell it right in my notes. We should be clear on that.
I'm good.
Anybody else got anything for this one?
I mean, you did it perfectly right because you're a man, Jay. And whatever you do, it's
I had
correct.
trouble following
See,
along.
now here's the
That's
problem.
because
See,
you're
if
a
I was
woman.
if my girlfriend ever did that to me, first thought in my head is, who did you kill? Where do I have to hide the body? Do I have to have anything to do with this? And what do you want from me?
Were you following me earlier, Jay? Because that's kind of what we did. No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
No, everything's all right, baby. You're the man. Like, oh, no. I'm going to die. I'm not sleeping tonight. Nope. All right. So the next entry, 1955. Clear away the clutter. Make one last trip through the main part of the house just before your husband arrives. Run a dust cloth over the tables.
This all makes sense. It's completely legit.
2017. If you know the house is a mess, take a detour on the way home just to ensure he gets there first. When you arrive, immediately begin yelling at him for never helping around the house while regularly making reference to his drunk alcoholic slob of a mother.
So true.
Tell him you have a ton of paperwork you have to get done to stay ahead of the curve tomorrow, and you want the house spotless by the time you're done. While he's cleaning the shower, make yourself a daiquiri.
Oh, I like it.
Holy shit, it's funny.
No notes on that one?
No,
pretty spot on.
I'm keeping my mouth shut because that's the laws I lived by. Not now that
make yourself a daiquiri,
fuck
girl.
That. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm going to just make myself a daiquiri and not do anything after I'm done with work.
Well, if he was home first, he should have had one ready for her when she walked in the door.
Exactly. Yes, Holly, that's exactly right.
Here, honey, some chocolate, some wine. Prefer a dacquiri? Let me go ahead and grab that blender I bought you from the Sears Roebuck catalog. All right.
For your birthday.
Yeah, for your birthday. 1955, next entry. During the cooler months of the year, you should prepare and light a fire for him to unwind by. Your husband will feel he has reached a haven of rest and order, and it will give you a lift, too. After all, catering to his comfort will provide you with immense personal satisfaction.
I like that.
The lighting the fire is a man's job.
I dig that.
Where's the brandy and cigar?
I know, right?
2017. During the cooler months, constantly remind him that the heater is broken and you're tired of the house constantly smelling like a bonfire. Berate him for not being more mechanically inclined and question his manhood when the repairman gets there. While he's outside with the repairman, make yourself a daiquiri.
It doesn't matter with Adam. He keeps it way too cold. Literally, he wanted to turn the fan on. It was so cold in here. I was freezing. He wanted to turn the fan on, and tears started coming out of my eyes. Like, please, I'm freezing. Don't turn the fan on.
So she is not the 1955
That
girl.
sounds
She is
familiar.
the 2017 girl.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar, Holly.
Just not one aspect. It's too cold.
We always argue about the fan every night.
It's too cold.
Too cold.
I keep
If I'm
argue,
literally
but,
shaking, and
I keep a fan on just for the.
Please don't turn the fan on.
Are you going to talk about the noise factor?
Yeah,
the white noise?
for the white noise. Yeah, that's the only reason I keep the fan
She
on.
hates the
Hate
white
it.
noise.
I'll even point it away from me if it's
That's
really
what-
cold,
yeah,
but I
it's
need
weird.
it on. Yeah.
My daughter uses white noise.
Yeah, I like it for the noise and for the. I need air circulation. So
I'm just glad the overhand fan broke in our room. So he has his fan down and my bed is tall enough I can't feel the floor fan.
All right. Well, I'm happy we were talking about white noise because that brings us into the next entry.
White noise.
1958.
white power?
No.
White noise. What are we saying here?
Oh, did the wives have to sit there and make white noise for the husbands?
Yes. And so he fell asleep. She was just standing there by his ear. And go,
As a good wife should do.
So 1955. Minimize all noise. At the time of his arrival, eliminate all noise of the washer, dryer, or vacuum. Encourage the children to be quiet.
Fuck you.
Encourage the children to be quiet. That's the
Trying to
best
get some
line.
work done.
Fuck you.
Because you're just the woman, so there's no,
I
if
like
you have
that.
strapping young boys in the home, they obviously outrank you in 1955.
Yeah.
Of course.
So 2017, minimize all noise. When he gets home, badger him to death about the migraine you've had at work all day, and if you don't get some peace and quiet, you can't guarantee the physical safety of the family. Convince him to take the kids to a Chuck E. Cheese for dinner while you recover and finish some paperwork so you'll be ahead of the curve tomorrow. While they're gone, make yourself a pitcher of daiquiris.
And maybe
picture-
enjoy
Getting worse.
that garden tub that you've had for 5 years and never even set in.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The last part of that is be sure to use the big blender and keep it with you.
Nice. Oh, nice. Ah, these new age girls, Tach. Let me tell you.
new age.
Is that a thing?
I think it was like 25
Did I
years
say that
ago.
right? Did I say that right?
That's because they're the ones working, making the money. And the guys still want to stay in the same place. It don't work that way.
We have a penis. That we win.
We have vaginas.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
lose.
We win.
That's right. You lose.
I like vaginas better.
We have vaginas
You
and
would,
boobs.
Tach. You would like that better.
You don't
We
like
have boobs
vaginas?
and vaginas. You just have a penis. What are you going to add to it?
We can chop wood.
Vaginas are awesome. You ever had one?
Wait,
See?
what the fuck just happened?
Kid in a candy store.
Tach didn't just lose his man card; he burned it to the ground.
What do you mean?
What?
What?
Nothing. Next one.
Huh?
Hold on, I gotta get to my screen reset for some reason. There we go. All right, come on.
There's a moth in here, and it's driving me fucking nuts.
Are you sure?
Oh, I see it.
You see it? Yeah.
It does exist.
All right.
That's a mosquito.
Get it.
Yeah,
Get it.
mosquito.
It'll get me.
It's the biggest
my little
fucking
eye.
mosquito.
Well, it's not
I've
going to
ever
get
seen.
you from across the room.
It will.
No.
He's
Yeah.
in the ceiling.
Liar.
There he is.
Oh, don't do that.
All right. So, next entry in the 1955 Good Wife's Guide. Be happy to see him. That's it. Actually, I think I'm more entertained by Adam.
Aw. I'm always happy to see my man. That one's easy.
So 1955, again, be happy to see him. That's it. Full stop. Just be happy to see him.
That's it?
Well,
Did you
that
get it?
one's easy.
Killed it.
And the mosquito has been
Yay! Holly Mosquito Killer of 2017.
ding dong. The fly is dead.
Thank
Ring in the
God.
new year by killing something.
Thank
That's
God
beautiful.
she's in that seat because we know Tach would never have got that mosquito.
No.
Mosquito! Oh my God, mosquito!
He would have been out the
Adam,
door.
like I did with that roach in the house.
Wait, you talking about roach?
No, the roach that was in the house.
I didn't
There's
know.
no roaches like that in this house.
Oh, well, you know.
Living Podcariously
Nobody's
does not
black.
endorse marijuana. What? All right.
What?
Sorry. Be happy to see him.
All right. 2017 the 2017 response to be happy to see him is be happy to see him. You've been a punching bag at work all day long. Now that he's home, you have someone to punch yourself. Pester him till he can't take it any longer and leaves. While he's gone, make yourself a daiquiri.
Make yourself a daiquiri.
Daiquiris are too sweet. Can we have a different drink?
Make yourself whatever the hell you want.
'Cause
You are
I
a
think
woman in
as a
2017.
man, being
You're a woman, independent woman
stereotypical.
of the 90s.
I think as a man, you're making us have this fruity little drink.
Look,
Vodka tonic.
I just like the word. I just like daiquiri. Visually, it's very aesthetically pleasing.
I'm just
Make yourself
arguing
a
for
Tom
the
Collins.
fun
I
of
don't give
it.
a shit. Do whatever you want to do. It's your world. I just live in it, and you let me touch you
Make
occasionally.
Why
yourself
can't we have some whiskey
that's all
and
it
some
is.
bourbon?
You do you, boo.
A virgin Cuba
A
Libre.
cigar and some whiskey and sit in our library.
Yo, whatever's clever, Trevor. I'm all right with it. All right, next entry, and there's only a couple more here. Next, 1955. Greet him with a warm smile and show sincerity in your desire to please him.
Aww.
2017. As soon as he arrives, remind him that he didn't take the garbage bins to the curb that morning, and as a result, the neighbor's dog got into the garbage. While
I
he's
take it out for
while
you.
he's cleaning this mess, make yourself
Make
a
yourself
daiquiri.
a daiquiri.
Yep.
That's kind of our life now.
No, it's not.
I
just
always
take it.
Andrea doesn't give me many chores to do. One of them is take out the fucking trash.
Only one he has.
Oh, you're like a 12-year-old
For the
boy.
last
I
3
always
months,
forget.
I've done it.
I always forget.
So
Like
for
if
the
you're in
3
the
months, he's
kitchen
had shit to
and
do.
you say, "Oh, can I help you?" and she just asks you to stir something. Just stir that. Something, a job like you'd give an
She
8-year-old.
never gives me anything that complex in the kitchen. It's if I have to do something with regards to cooking, it's set the timer on the microwave. That's the most I do in the kitchen.
Or
She
open this
handles it all.
jar. Or
Yeah, she lets me feel like a
Jars,
man
yes.
opening up a jar of pickles or
Yeah.
whatever.
Even though I know I can open them.
All right. So after that,
Sorry.
this one might get a couple of pulses racing. 1955. Listen to him. You may have a dozen important things to tell him, but the moment of his arrival is not the time. Let him talk first. Remember, his topics of conversation are more important than
I
yours.
like that one. That's
Wow.
good. That's
Wow.
Nope.
really good. Wait, no, that's not good.
No,
Andrea's looking at me
no,
like
it
I
is not.
did something
I'm
wrong
not
over here.
looking at anything. I'm just staring at the wall and smiling.
All right.
2017 update. As soon as he begins to speak, cut him off with, "You will never believe the day I've had." Continue to bitch about your boss and how he doesn't value you because you're a woman, and start bringing up the creepy guy that just started in the mailroom. Begin a 20-minute rant of how you aren't a piece of meat to be stared at all day in the office while making yourself a pitcher of daiquiris. Once you're done blending, grab a glass and a pitcher and tell him you don't want to talk about it anymore and disappear into the bedroom, locking the door behind you. You've had a rough day. What he
Done
has to say
many
doesn't
times.
matter.
Adam works from home. What the fuck stress does he have at the work office?
Did Holly write that last one?
Nice.
He has no stress of any coworkers unless Oliver has to pee too much or I don't know.
Wait, are you a 50s wife or
I don't either. I
Is that
work by myself.
2017
I'm
wife.
not
Hang
any
on.
wife because I don't have a ring on my finger.
If you want to marry it, put a ring. How's that song go?
Why are you asking me?
I don't even care about the ring. I just want a baby.
So is that it?
No, I've got
okay.
No, I've got a few more, but I want to streamline them. I just want to get to the good ones here. Give me a second here. Okay, so the next entry in the 1955 The Good Wife's Guide. Don't complain if he's late for dinner, or even if he stays out all night. Count this as minor compared to what he might have gone through at work.
Of course.
The 2017 update.
It completely makes sense.
Oh, you have so many women hating you right now. She's kidding.
Oh, I was
She's
being
kidding,
very
folks. Yeah,
sarcastic.
she's kidding,
in
folks.
that statement.
She is kidding. All right, 2017 update. Don't complain if he's late for dinner. In fact, don't say anything at all. The silence will do more to drive him mad than any argument will. And he should never hear you complain if he decides to stay out all night. Mostly because while he was out, you had the locks changed and move all his stuff out to the yard.
Oh.
He'll appreciate you packing it for him. While he's outside yelling to be let in, make yourself a daiquiri.
You know what? Just keep your mouth shut, make his dinner, and just put a little arsenic in it.
Whoa.
Every time he's late,
Hey now.
little arsenic
Living
in it.
Podcariously does not condone murder.
The more times
Very good.
he's
Jay
late
got
for
that.
dinner,
Even
closer he gets to his death.
if you use iocane powder, I think we all know that, and that will take you not to the death, but to the pain, as it should be.
Oh,
I like the
women.
Princess Bride reference.
Yes, you are very welcome, folks. Conceivable.
Conceivable. I like it.
What did you
I do not think that word means what you think it means.
You guys are adorable.
I only doggy pedal.
All right.
Hold on, no.
No.
There we go. The last one. Final entry for the 1955 Good Wife's Guide. Don't ask him questions about his actions or question his judgment or integrity. Remember, he is the master of the house and as such will always exercise his will with fairness and truthfulness. You have no right to question him. A good wife always remembers her place.
Damn right.
It's a good
Damn
wife.
right. Wait, is this sarcastic of Alyssa? I think
No.
I like this. I like the basis on the 1950s wife. That's really.
That's a wife. I'm not a wife. I'm just a girlfriend.
Will you be the 50s?
I love
wife?
how he talks about it like a model.
Marry me and see.
I love how he talks about a 1955 wife like it's a model year vehicle. Like, yeah, the 1955, the 1955 tall
If you marry
brunette.
me
Yeah,
and
I'm
give
a
me
big
baby,
fan.
I will be exactly that exact thing.
She's winking at Tach. This is really weird. What does that
I'm
mean?
not even looking at him. I'm looking at the wall.
Uh-huh.
The window.
So let's
2017?
2017 update for this one. You should never question his decisions because, well, he shouldn't be making any. Remember, this is the same man who thought it was a good idea to use the pull-out method. A good wife knows how to manipulate her husband into thinking he's in charge while he carries out her will without realizing it. You should exercise your power by getting him to make you a daiquiri right now. Enjoy.
Damn you women and your Kegel muscle. I'm just saying.
So that's my update
That was
list
awesome.
of the
I like
1955
that.
Good
That was
Wife's Guide.
good.
That was good. That was awesome.
Very, very good.
I feel
How Holly and I are silent right now.
I felt like all you little ladies needed
Yeah.
a little hand, so Jay Alvarez went ahead and Papa gave you that little hand. No, I'm kidding. I'm so full of shit. No,
You guys need
reading
a
that list
reality
enraged
check.
me. Like it really did. I was like, I would
Reality
hate
check.
a woman like this.
Yeah, reality check.
God, it was a
doesn't
better
exist.
time.
I
It
would
was-
have definitely been a rebel back then. No.
Yeah, I would have been a confirmed bachelor. Like that. Just like, nope, not doing
Holly
that.
would have been such a rebel. She would have worn boots back then. I'm just
Yes, I
saying.
would have.
Right, Tach?
Open-toed
And
open-toed
pants
boots.
and pants.
Pants and boots. Oh my
Pants
god.
and boots.
You had never been in the PTO. Or
All right,
PTA.
so let's take a little break, and when we come back,
All right.
we got game time
Yeah,
Oh,
game
yeah.
time.
and some other goodies coming up.
All right.
All right, we'll be back.
You're listening to Chicago's very own DJ Gil Muga.
All right, well, welcome back.
Ah, yeah.
And you're just joining us. Sorry. I always
Why
say
do you
that.
always do that?
I
Nobody
don't
ever
know,
joins
I
us
know.
mid-show.
No, I know. I'm just. I don't know.
But what
Well,
time
that's
is
not
it?
true. PDC.
Tried.
What? Did I cut you off?
Go ahead.
Not PDC. Sorry. What is it?
Huh?
Podcast Radio Network.
Thank you.
Wednesdays at 8:00.
They can join us mid-show.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point.
So, if you're just joining us,
On the PD, on the PRN.
Podcast Radio Network, welcome back.
But you know what?
Welcome to the
I feel
show,
like
or whatever.
I feel like between Adam saying Jeff and Jiff and you guys getting which is bad with acronyms
I know,
here.
I walked out of the bathroom and I hear you guys saying, I gift jizz. And I'm like, what the hell are they talking about?
A gift all over her face. What? That doesn't sound right.
I don't know. It seems to be getting late, and I don't have a clock. Tach, what time is it?
Oh, Andrew, I'm glad you asked.
Oh, yeah.
It's game time. Oh, sweet.
Holly's super excited about this one.
What game is Jay going to dominate this week?
Tach, by the way, please don't make the punishment be freestyle rap.
Okay.
It was more of
Good news
which
for
game are we
everybody.
going to torture Holly with?
I loved Andrea's rap. The rap shit.
Lame.
That was
rap.
fantastic.
And he still says I did bad. It was
Did
the
great.
best rap ever.
Lame.
Jay, I'm going to go ahead and get my punishment
what?
ready now.
Technically, I think I rapped
Yes, you did.
her Christmas present.
You did.
That was
job.
your Christmas present I
Yay.
wrapped.
Thank you.
So, good news. There's no winners or losers in this game.
Oh, okay.
Aw.
So, this is just,
Oh, I don't want to play for a participation trophy.
No, there's gotta be
we're
a
all
winner
going to be
or loser.
like little millennials.
I
and
feel
we're
like
all
a
gonna
fat
get-
kid playing soccer in
There's gotta be
2016.
a winner or loser. It's not a game.
All right, well, let's see what the game is. Maybe it's just...
Okay.
all right.
There's
So-
gotta be punishments, but we can still have a winner, right?
Sure, you win.
Yay, I win!
Okay.
Game over. All right, next.
All right, so I had this on my list of games, but I was talking to Holly about what game should we play. So this is kind of her idea. So if she doesn't like it, it's your idea. Holly,
Okay.
Holly hates games.
Hey, Holly, you
Okay.
see that bus coming right at you? Why don't you get under it? Here, let me throw
Awesome.
So we're gonna play a few rounds of Fuck, Marry, Kill.
you. Yes!
Nice.
I don't get it. Why do you guys
Uh-oh.
all know what this is?
Of course.
What?
Why does everyone know what this is?
You don't know what
Surprise,
this
surprise. Andrea's never heard of Fuck, Marry, Kill.
I didn't know you were going to pick that one.
Yeah,
No.
it was on my list already.
It
So
doesn't seem like a sweet, innocent 50s wife game.
Oh, no, that's what she was playing while she was doing bust exercises. You must work your bust.
Increase. It's increase your best.
What the viewers at home didn't see is Jay squeezing his boobs together in studio. It was great.
I'm trying to
That's
work them
great.
down.
Sexy. Okay, so we're gonna. I wanted to do more of the list, but I didn't get a chance to. But I can still do it. Anyway, let's go on. Start with the first round. Here we go. I have a list of women and men, so we all
All
gotta
right.
play.
Are you going to like individually pick people, or are you
I
going to
don't
ask
know. I was
us
just
all?
gonna. I guess I didn't even think about that far. I was just
Okay.
gonna say the three, and then each person go through.
Okay.
All right. So the first round is Emma Watson, Jennifer Lawrence, and Anna Kendrick. Starting with
What if I don't know who they are?
Anna
Yeah.
Kendrick.
Yeah, that's the only one I know.
Anna
I don't know Anna
That's
Kendrick.
the only one I know.
No, you know who
you don't know who
Anna
Emma
Kendrick?
Watson?
Emma Watson.
Give us movies.
That's
Jack.
Hermione.
She was Hermione in Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Anna Kendrick is Hermione.
Okay.
No.
No,
Emma Watson.
Emma Watson's
Anna
Hermione.
Kendrick is in like all the movies I watch.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna pull up little pictures for everybody to see.
Anna Kendrick was in...
we need visual help.
I
It
need my
wasn't,
glasses.
it wasn't High School Musical. What was the Glee Club one? The one that's on Pitch Perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's a
okay,
girl.
okay.
She did the.
She did the
And
cup
then
song.
Emma Watson
Watson.
is the new Belle in the new Beauty and the Beast movie.
I haven't seen that.
Well, no one has
No,
because
not
it's not
out
out yet, but
Well,
the
you
trailer's
can't
out.
put that out.
There-
You know
there's
Emma
trailers
Watson.
I don't have that.
out. What's the third name?
Anna Kendrick,
Anna Kendrick.
Yeah,
no,
that's the one I know.
I'm sorry, the first name.
Emma Watson.
No,
Okay,
the other one.
Give me
Jesus
characters.
Christ. Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence. Okay, Hunger Games. We all know that
Hunger
one, right?
Games.
She's
Yeah.
the main
Hermione.
This is
character.
Anna Kendrick.
So Hunger Games, Hermione,
I
and who?
do not even recognize her. Okay.
Yeah, I love her. She's my favorite.
Okay.
What was
I
she
pick
in?
her for everything.
What was she in?
Pitch Perfect.
Pitch Perfect.
All right, so Pitch Perfect, Hermione, and
And she was in
Hunger
Tach.
Games.
Hunger Games. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I like this.
Wow. Okay. So, who's going
Fuck, Marry,
first?
Kill. All right, so
What are we doing with
I'm
this?
Fuck, Marry, Kill. You say which one you'd fuck, which one you'd marry, and which
All
one.
right, Jay,
None of them.
start us off.
I'm a heterosexual.
Well, that's fine.
That's
Then
part of
you-
the fun of the game. There's going to be a list of guys.
Yeah,
too.
then you skip this round. Fine.
Well, I'll pick those.
So
Fine.
I'm killing Anna Kendrick. 'Cause
What? She's awesome.
Yeah, she's also going to be harmonizing all the goddamn time, and I don't need that shit in my house. So I'm killing Anna Kendrick.
I pick her.
I'm fucking Emma Watson because that magic shit has to come in handy pretty often in bed at least. And I'm marrying Jennifer Lawrence because when the zombie apocalypse comes out, she's already won her district's tribute. I'm gonna need somebody that knows how to kill a bitch, and J Law is the one that's gonna murder somebody.
I'm slightly different than you.
This isn't a game; it's a list of celebrities.
No, there's more.
Well,
no,
she doesn't know how to play
patience.
Yeah, so I'm slightly different than Jay. I would kill the chick from Hunger Games.
Her name is Jennifer Lawrence.
No, it doesn't matter.
They have names. This isn't 1955. Women are people
I'm
too.
taking my headphones off. I don't need to hear this.
She is too much of an alpha.
She takes her headphones off, but stays in the room where we're talking.
She's too much of an alpha female. She could kick my ass. So I'm killing Hunger Games. I am fucking the girl that could harmonize well. What's her name?
Anna Kendrick.
All right, yeah, I'm
Is he
fucking
done
her.
talking about fucking celebrities?
Woman, you are in the room. You can hear him.
No.
I am marrying the
shit.
last one, Hermione, because she's. I mean, that's Hermione. Let's face it. She's pure at heart.
All right, Holly.
Okay, this is
You're
good.
done talking
Okay.
about
Yes.
who you're gonna fuck? Good.
Anna Kendrick,
Yeah.
definitely kill her because I don't know
Okay.
who she is. Fuck Jennifer Lawrence,
Yeah.
and definitely marry Emma Watson because she's an awesome feminist.
Nice.
So there.
Andrea, you gotta say yours.
No, I don't. I already did.
Oh wait, Tach did. Tach
I'll say mine.
I don't do anything with women. Good.
I'll kill Anna Kendrick because she just meh.
She's not meh.
She's okay.
She's
awesome.
But she's no Emma Watson or Jennifer
She's
Lawrence.
awesomely. She's awesomely.
She can out-sing any of them.
Okay.
And that is awesomely
I'm definitely
meh.
marrying her.
See, there
where you got her going. That's one. You got one down.
Right.
I'll kill her. You marry her. Okay. I'll fuck Emma Watson and marry Jennifer Lawrence.
I like how you
So that's
glazed over
that's
the
the same
fuck
list
there.
I got.
I would fuck Emma Watson.
Fuck Emma Watson and marry Jennifer Lawrence. All right. Next round. This is fun. I'm glad I picked this. All right. It's
This is not a game.
Tom Cruise,
We already did this on the
Chris
podcast.
Pratt, and Ryan Reynolds.
Can I kill them all?
Listen, we did a
Tom-
fuck Mary thing.
Who was it?
Tom Cruise, Chris Pratt.
I don't know
Ryan
who any
Reynolds.
of those guys are.
You don't know who Tom
You know
Cruise
who Tom
is?
Cruise is, Andrea.
If you don't want
He's
to
a
look, if you don't want
Scientologist
to, if you don't want to participate, just don't participate.
We want you to participate.
But we
Andrew.
want you to. We want you to be part of the family here. We're all about inclusiveness.
This is game time. It's just a game.
Have fun with it.
Now you get to find out which
These are
of those three
celebrities.
men that Adam would fuck.
We already know which
Of course,
one
they're
he was.
celebrities.
I
It's
don't
not.
want to know.
It's not
This
fun if
is-
they're
I
not
don't
celebrities.
know.
I would. I know who I would fuck out
No,
of this
no,
list.
wait, on my heads.
Andrea,
Andrea, you go first with your list.
go ahead.
You're up
I
first,
don't
baby.
know who they are.
Well, you know who Tom Cruise is. You know who Ryan Reynolds is.
Nope,
You know who
Deadpool. You don't know who Ryan Reynolds is.
nope,
Or Chris Pratt.
nope.
I don't know who Chris Pratt is. Who's Chris Pratt?
What the fuck?
Chris Pratt.
I pay no
from Jurassic
attention
World.
to any celebrities.
Jurassic
whatsoever.
World?
He was in Guardians of the Galaxy. Star Lord.
Oh. Okay. All right.
I don't
all right.
even know what that is.
Yeah, she does. She's probably never seen that.
Well,
He was in
that's
Parks
a-
and Recreation.
I
She's
don't
probably
know
never
what
seen
that
that
is.
either.
Oh my god, you'll
Yeah.
know him if you recognize
Pull
him.
up a picture of Chris
Maybe
Pratt.
some musical theater stuff.
He probably was in musical theater
I'm more
too.
into the arts. Different person, but we're all different people.
Chris Pratt.
He's a handsome dude.
I'm not a celebrity looking at person.
But
A what? What the hell did you just say?
You just defended Anna Kendrick to the tooth. And
She's
like
a
tooth
musical
and nail.
theater person.
So is
Okay.
Tom. Hey, so is Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
what?
Tom
What?
Cruise.
Not.
He did.
Just because
Oh,
he
he
sang
did
this-
Rock of Ages.
I'm just
Oh, I was
saying.
going to say, just because he did a song in Top
It's a
Gun.
rock opera.
All right. Am I just going
Jay?
with... Oh, yeah, cool. So fuck what? Ryan Reynolds, Tom Cruise, and Chris Pratt. All right.
Yeah.
I'm killing Tom Cruise because we just need to put the world out of its misery.
I'll go with
agree with
that.
that. Yeah.
I'm going to fuck Chris Pratt just because he looks like he could, Well, actually, no. I'm going to change it. I'm going to fuck Ryan Reynolds because that International Women's Day, I know he's a power bottom, so I'm all right with that.
Oh my god.
And Chris Pratt, I'm marrying just because, he looks like he'd keep a nice home. he looks like he'd take care of me. Like he's nice to cuddle with. You know what I mean? Especially when he's not in shape for a movie, like when he's a little chubbier, like Parks and Recreation days. Yeah, he's like somebody I could cuddle up to. I'm all right with that.
I am in complete agreement with killing Tom Cruise. There's no question. Kill Tom Cruise, the most annoying guy in Hollywood.
I think we all agreed on that. Yep.
Now, the only way he saves his life is if he reprises his character from Tropic Thunder. If he agrees to do that for the rest of his life, he gets a pass.
Nice. So out of those two left, Chris Pratt or Ryan Reynolds, I would fuck Chris Pratt just because I only got to deal with that one time. Ryan Reynolds will make me laugh for the rest of my life. He's
Chris
just
Pratt
a funny guy.
too.
Yeah, Chris Pratt's pretty funny, dude.
I think Ryan Reynolds would be funnier. His witty sarcasm really does it for me. I think I would marry him. So those are my
Gotcha. Holly?
I actually agree with Adam.
Oh yeah,
perfectly. Like Tom Cruise, get him out of here.
Yeah, nobody wants that guy around.
Yeah, I agree.
Stop putting your feet on the couch.
I agree with killing Tom Cruise as well. I don't dislike him or anything. I don't dislike him or anything. Just out of the three guys, I'd kill him. I think I would fuck Ryan Reynolds.
Of course you would.
Only because I think me and Chris Pratt could probably hang out for a long time together.
You would fuck Ryan Reynolds for the
me and
only
Chris
story.
Pratt would get along.
You would fuck Ryan Reynolds only for the story.
Well, no, not that. It's just, I mean, it seems like he seems like a good guy you can hang out with and be friends with. Whereas Ryan Reynolds, I think he would try to one up you on every joke.
You just want to make Ron jealous. That's all.
I want to make Ron jealous. That's pretty much it.
And Andrea, come on, play along. You don't know any of those.
All right.
things? Tom Cruise?
This gets a little bit more. Now we're hitting into funny now. Okay, so we got Joan Rivers, Dolly Parton, or Cher.
Oh.
All right, Joan Rivers, Dolly Parton, or Cher. Okay, I'm gonna kill Cher because oddly enough, I found her voice more annoying than Joan Rivers.
What?
Yeah. I'm going to fuck Joan Rivers just to get her out of the way. And what was the third one? Or the second one?
Joan Rivers, Dolly Parton, Cher.
Yeah, I'm marrying Dolly Parton. Yeah, I want that Dolly World money. Yeah, I'm totally okay with that.
Mine is Joan Rivers is already dead. They just keep like what's the movie where they have the dead guy? Dead. The dead guy where he's walking around.
Weekend at Bernie's.
She's been Weekend at Bernie's for the last 5 years, so she's already dead to me.
She is dead.
Dolly Parton.
She's actually dead too.
Dolly Parton seems like a good old Southern girl. I would marry Dolly Parton, and Cher. Just gotta knock one out of the park, I guess. Just get her out of there real quick, knock it out, and be done with it.
Ugh, I agree again. Really?
I like
it's not working.
It's not even a game.
You guys fucked Joan Rivers for the same reason.
We did this already.
Did what?
We did this already with the guys.
When did we do
the show.
When
we had this, of the podcast of. I think it was Taint Funny. Who would you fuck, marry, or kill?
Well, I've never played Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Yeah, we did the Fuck, Marry, or Kill with the cast of Taint Funny.
I was gonna say, I think it was with Taint Funny, not here.
It's not a game.
I don't remember that one. That had to be like a year ago.
That was when we had 3/4 of Taint Funny in the studio. We the only one we were missing was Johnny.
Didn't you guys do it with each other though?
Yes.
It was not with celebrities or anything like that. It was with each one of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So close, but no
different.
cigar.
But I agree. Like Dolly Parton, she's a good, wholesome, good
Southern girl.
Probably knows
Keeps-
how to cook.
she keeps
probably
sweet tea in the house.
Yeah, she made sweet tea. There you
Her
go.
and Paula Deen are definitely friends.
Yeah, I think I agree with you guys too. You guys said kill Joan Rivers, right?
Oh,
Yeah, she's already dead anyway.
Dead or not, I fucking hate that woman.
The only reason I don't kill Joan Rivers over Cher is because as a comic, Joan Rivers is a genius, and I'm hoping that while I'm fucking her, I get some pointers. That's really it. I'm hoping she tells me where the vault is, but Cher, I just can't. Like, do you believe? And just put a fucking gun in her mouth.
Andrea.
Do you not? She doesn't want to play.
Do you not know how Fuck, Marry, Kill works? It's just a hypothetical type of little game
Doesn't work with me.
You play. You just pretend.
Nope.
No, just not.
And
at
we were
all.
worried about Holly not liking games.
This is a podcast. We're supposed to kind of pretend to do stuff together.
I don't pretend. I'm honest and genuine.
So honestly, who would you fuck, marry, and kill out of that list? Honestly,
None of them.
All right, mommy, daddy, let's
I
attack.
don't want to fuck, kill, or marry anyone.
You remember the
I
smoke and
love
mirrors
everybody.
part of the show?
I'm not smoke and mirrors. I'm honest with everybody.
I love everybody too. But.
I don't put on any front in front of anyone.
Okay, maybe you'll like. What if I did this next list is just cartoon characters?
Maybe that one.
Okay. So we got Kanye West. No.
Kill.
You mean the man?
Kill.
You mean the man that makes us call him Yeezus?
Kill is a lot easier than.
Why
it
couldn't
is.
2016 take Kanye? I'm just saying.
Tell me about it.
We got Homer Simpson, Peter Griffin, and Hank Hill.
I don't know any of them. Oh wait, Hank Hill's from.
He's got a skinny
King of the
urethra.
Hill.
Yeah.
That's the dad.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're all the
Homer
dads.
Simpson does Simpson.
Peter Griffin is Family Guy.
You should know Family Guy.
Okay.
Go
So,
ahead. Wait. Look, I think Andrea knows these three. Let's give this one a shot.
I never watched King of the Hill.
So kill him.
So I'm
Knock him
gonna
off.
kill the Family Guy one because I have bad ex with
Her ex used to be big time obsessed with Family Guy.
I love Family Guy too. I
Obsessed.
fucking love that show.
He would spend all my money doing crack and watching that show.
All right. So out of those three, you'd kill Family Guy.
I'm not gonna marry or fuck any of them though. It's not fun.
Jay, we tried. We tried, Jay.
Jay?
All right. So I'm killing Hank Hill. I'm just knocking him up just because all the shit he used to put Beavis and Butthead through. I'm not okay with it.
If Beavis and Butt were in there, I'd marry and fuck both of them.
So we're killing Hank. I'm gonna fuck Homer just because he seems like he's always down for a good time. I'm fucking Homer, hoping that he brings in the little tiny tricycle that he had from the Krusty episode, and I want to see him do the loop-de-loop in the little tiny tricycle. And then I'm fucking Peter Griffin because those flashbacks look fun.
Wait, you fucked Homer
Yeah,
and
you're
Peter.
fucked Homer.
Oh
and
no, I'm
Peter.
sorry. I'm marrying Peter.
Okay.
Because I want a lifetime of those flashbacks.
Yeah.
Hey Peter, tell me about that time in high school. Oh man, that was like the time we got stuck in the locker room, and now we're all stuck in the locker room. Like I'm all right with that.
All right, so we've got Homer Simpson, Peter Griffin, and Hank Hill.
Yeah.
Hank Hill, kill him
I'll
because he's
tell
a
you what.
he's a redneck, and it's just a. I mean, I'm sure there's some racism in there somewhere, just because of the stereotype.
Right.
So it's Homer Simpson and Peter Griffin. Peter Griffin seems more like a lifelong kind of mate to me. I'm just saying I'd marry him.
Yeah.
I would fuck the shit out of Homer Simpson. There we go.
Ew.
Let me guess, Holly.
Shit, no, he's been
This is a tough one.
You know,
This is like the hardest one yet.
the thing with fucking Homer too. He's been working at a nuclear plant so long. I'd probably get bigger. There's some radiation coming off of him.
Well,
There's
Adam
no way there
doesn't
isn't.
need that, so.
Oh.
I would actually marry Hank.
Oh, mixing it
Yeah,
up.
because he's
You like
he
that
just,
propane
he,
dealer?
He just seems like
Because he's always
he
got
would do
propane.
he would do like
And
the right
propane
thing. He takes care of his family, and I would, let's see,
Always have gas for cooking.
I would probably.
Getting harder now.
This is hard.
That's what
Probably
she said.
just fuck Homer because he's annoying. Just get.
Get it over with.
And then I'd marry.
You kill
marry.
You said you'd marry
No,
Hank.
I mean
Oh, no,
I
kill.
would.
Kill Peter?
Wait.
You kill Peter?
Wait, who's Peter?
Wait. Fuck Mary.
Peter Griffin?
No. I'm sorry. I would kill
I don't know any of these
Homer.
people.
Oh no! Don't kill Homer.
I thought you were fucking Homer.
No.
You can't kill him and fuck him, can you?
Well, you can. I mean, there's a lot of fetish going on right there.
Can you just combine them?
I would fuck Peter.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got it. Mine's an
Yeah.
orgy.
Fuck Peter
I'm gonna
Griffin,
kill
yeah.
them all.
That's a different kind of orgy. Okay, so I would kill Hank, fuck Homer, and marry Peter. So I agree with Jay.
You had time to think about this, though.
We'll put you last.
I bet it took
Let's
you
go.
weeks. No, I meant you had like a week to think.
Oh, gotcha. So let's do the wives now. We got Lois Griffin, Marge Simpson, and Peggy Hill.
Peggy Hill. I don't even think I remember her from the cartoon.
Peggy Hill was Hank Hill's wife.
Yeah, no, I know who she is. I don't.
She was
even
very
watch any of
plain
these
Jane.
shows.
She's very plain Jane, and
All
just
right.
She
I don't
taught
even know
Espanol to the high schoolers.
yeah.
I don't know these people.
All right, so I'm killing Marge Simpson. I just can't do anything with that blue hair. I really can't. I'm gonna marry Peggy Hill. because she seems like it's the same Dolly Parton status all over again.
Gotcha.
She seems like she keeps a good home. There's always sweet tea. I'm fucking the shit out of Lois Griffin.
Yeah.
All right,
Who's Lois Griffin?
Good call.
Peter Griffin's wife.
Family
Who's
Guy.
Family Guy.
The mom and Family
Guy.
Guy.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
I don't know any of this stuff.
Yeah, I'm fucking the hell out of Lois Griffin. She yeah.
She's got a dark side.
That's
She's
a wild.
wild.
Yeah, that's a wild ride, boy.
I pick what Adam picked.
Okay.
I'm
Wait,
gonna.
you didn't go yet.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Sorry.
I'm gonna one up here, Jay. I am going to fuck Marge because did you see the episode when she let her hair down and she like straightened it and it was all down and like sexy looking?
Yeah, there's no way that's easy. That's a lot. That's a lot.
I
of work.
agree. I agree with you. However, that was enough to really turn me on. I'm gonna fuck Marge Simpson. I'm gonna marry what's Griffin's wife? Lois Griffin, and I'm gonna kill Hank's wife,
Peggy Hill.
Peggy. Yeah, because I don't know who she
Lois
is.
was a redhead, right?
Lois is a redhead.
Lois is a redhead. Yeah.
I like your choice. I could agree with Adam on that.
Holly?
I would marry Peggy. Fuck Lois. Because that recent episode that we watched, she was in like a porno. She's doing all this crazy shit. I'm like, that would just.
I mean,
be-
Lois Griffin had sex with all of Kiss. I mean, are we forgetting that?
I mean, you could
Good call.
just fuck her, and that would be. Yeah, and then.
I'd fuck her for the story.
And you'd kill
You know what?
Marge?
Yep.
I'm hoping
Marge?
between fucking
Yeah.
Lois,
Marge is the only one I know.
between fucking Lois and marrying Peter Griffin. I'm hoping those flashbacks are like just
I
astronomical.
don't watch enough TV.
No, we don't.
So I would kill Peggy Hill. No. Yeah. And fuck Marge and marry Lois, I think.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, so last round.
All right.
All right.
Last round. Saddam Hussein,
Ooh.
Adolf Hitler. Wait for it. Here comes the worst. Hillary Clinton.
Really? Why didn't you have Trump in there too?
I was thinking that.
I did have another one with Trump in it, but
Who are they again?
we got
Saddam
Hussein, Adolf Hitler, Hillary Clinton.
Jay?
All right, so I'm gonna fuck Saddam Hussein because fuck that guy especially. I'm marrying Adolf Hitler, and here's why. He has this uncanny ability to unite people, and he was really successful up until the end of his life there. And you know what? I just hope to be the Ever Braun to his life and kind of ride his coattails to the top of power. And then, yeah, we're gonna kill
Hillary Clinton.
Hillary Clinton. Yeah, because I don't. I mean, there's going to be like coitus involved in any of these, and I feel like no one's seen Hillary Clinton's vagina. I mean, that's ever since Mike Pence went away, no one's seen her vagina. So we're just, I'm just killing Hillary.
Okay.
Killing Hillary sounds like a book.
Kill Hill makes for a great bumper sticker.
Sounds like a 90s band.
Yeah, it does. There's no question killing Hillary. There is nothing I would want to do with that woman sexually or being involved with
Bill
her.
doesn't even want her.
Exactly.
Her hair looked really nice in the last debate.
Yeah, it's really nice what they can do with those wigs.
Yeah, no, definitely killing Hillary. So it's between Saddam Hussein and Adolf Hitler.
You would rather fuck one of them
Yep.
than Hillary?
Yep.
Pretty
Because who else can say they got the fuck over one of the most evil men in the world?
How am I going
Let's
to say I
see.
agree with Adam on this one?
I would God, Adolf Hitler and Saddam Hussein, those are two pretty tough ones. So the bigger genocide there is Adolf Hitler. So I think I'd kill Hitler just because he's...
You just killed Hillary.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
So I gotta fuck one and then marry the other.
Exactly. You might want
Shit.
to change that.
No. Still killing Hillary.
Are you
That's
sure?
staying the same. Oh, yeah. Still
You
killing
just fuck her and get it out of
her.
the way.
No. I don't
You
want
would rather kill
Hillary
her?
did not kill
She
millions
didn't
of people.
do anything to anyone.
But that's why.
Oh my God.
That's why.
You know why?
Kill her,
You know why
kill her,
she
you
didn't?
make it quick.
You know
and then
why?
You fuck the other one.
You know why she didn't kill millions of people? Because we didn't elect her as president. I'm just saying.
What about the
Because you
time when
didn't
that
fuck
guy
her.
was trapped somewhere
I
and
don't
needed
know. We might
rescued?
have to break
And
up
she
now.
said, no, he's good. And
Are you
then he
talking
got
about
killed.
Benghazi? That's
If you're
not
gonna
how.
be
That's
marrying
literally
her
not how that
fucking-
happened.
I don't know. I just heard a story.
I think.
real.
I don't know the
I
details at all.
These are my three. I'm killing Hillary still, you fuckers. I am killing her. She's dead to me in this little fantasy game we're playing.
We are not Facebook official anymore.
She's dead.
It's over.
I guess I'd have to fuck Adolf.
Yeah, we're over.
And I'd marry that awesome stash of Saddam Hussein.
We are over.
Hey,
because of the stash.
Adolf stash will forever
Adam
live
is now
on
single
in
on
infamy.
Facebook. Any girls need to hit him up to join a threesome with
And if any of those girls have a mustache like Saddam Hussein, let me know.
Just saying.
Saddam Hussein was not a terrorist. Osama bin Laden was a terrorist. Saddam Hussein was a president of a country who killed many, many people.
But he looked like a 70s porn star.
Well, I mean, I didn't say he didn't have an epic mustache. I just said Hitler's is probably a little more.
I cannot win.
This was a good idea.
Well, I keep thinking about Hitler.
Mustache?
Hitler, no, definitely not. Who wants a mustache ride? No, no.
She's really thinking about having sex with Hillary and looking at those big moose curtains she's got downstairs.
No. So
holy backflaps, Grandma.
I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Snagglepuss.
Is it Hitler before? He was the.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
any time frame.
Did we get artist
Dictator?
Hitler? Yeah.
Or is it? Yeah, because that would change.
Hitler
did, but
Hitler did do a lot of stuff for animal rights.
He did, definitely.
Adolf Hitler,
Sorry, no.
the only painter who's ever painted a happy Jesus.
But not so much for human rights, though.
Because I would. So I would, and I'm gonna be hated for this one, but I would probably marry Clinton.
Attack!
Why is that on me?
Marry Clinton, kill Hitler, and fuck Saddam.
Saddam.
Sorry, that's it.
It's a sentence I never thought I'd hear her say.
He's a Muslim. They don't circumcise. I'm just saying. Wait, Tach didn't either. Oh, never mind.
Well, neither's Adolf, obviously. So I mean, which one?
That's a good point. That's a really good point.
And I'm hoping Hillary isn't circumcised. It would explain a lot, but I'm hoping.
So, I think I would.
Get it, boy. You want to fuck Hillary? It's all right.
I was only thinking that because it's the only
female
with yeah. But then again, I don't know about.
He's the only one that's not gay like you guys, calling him out on being the woman.
Well, hold up now.
He's the only one that would actually fuck a woman.
Well, this isn't the first category with.
I'm on your side, Tach.
This isn't
I know, but I'm about to disagree with you.
This isn't the first list with all men. He's already said he's going to fuck at least 2 other guys.
All right.
But something about
Hillary's man
getting Hitler like up the ass just sounds like good.
Fun to you?
Yeah, like
Not fun to me.
What was the movie?
Sounds like good justice.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, it's justice. Feel the shaft of justice.
Take it.
Like Adam Sandler's movie Little Nicky, where he's got the pineapple in hell and he's
I threw up in my mouth again.
So I think I'll fuck Hitler, kill Saddam, and no, that can't be right. Fuck Hitler.
Who are you marrying?
This is a hard one.
You're gonna marry Hillary?
Well, only because maybe I should fuck it. Maybe I should fuck Hillary because when I pull out my cock, I wanted to do that face, that balloon face. Oh, every single
it's
time.
also America. You can divorce her as soon as you marry her.
Oh, true that.
You just get rid of that.
She does have money too.
You're gonna fuck Hillary.
He's gonna marry
All right,
her.
I'm
get her
fucking
money.
Hitler, marrying Hillary, and killing Saddam.
He's divorcing her and taking her money.
The lights are off.
Clinton money.
Doesn't matter.
Clinton money. He's
Clinton
doing
money.
it. I plead the fifth.
You don't want to answer the Indies.
It's America.
All right.
I have my.
Well, this was a good idea. I'm glad we picked this game. This is awesome.
I liked it. I enjoyed it.
I had fun with that.
Andrea poo-pooed all over it, but that's okay.
That wasn't a game.
All right.
It was a game.
All right, next
there
week.
was no game or score or anything.
All right.
That's called talking.
We played talking, but you won. You win. All right.
Happy New Year.
All right.
He's
so
mad at me now.
who's
We
mad?
gotta take a break and I'll go suck his dick and he won't be mad at me.
All right.
I like this.
So we're gonna
game.
take a break. Adam's gonna
Who's
get
the winner?
ahead.
Who's the winner now? I'm just
It
saying.
sounds like Adam's the winner. So we'll take a break. And is Gary? Is that where we're at?
Yeah. Diary's up next. peering into the inner thoughts and expressions of men. Women submit questions for Adam and Tach to get brutal, honest admissions. We call this the Guyry. Guyry? Really? Is that the best we could come up with?
All right, guys. Our first question. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Was that the first question?
I can't hear myself.
So, when women talk, you can generally hear them, right?
I turn them out.
Sometimes people don't because
I have to go this way. Now I can hear
Why don't you
myself.
turn the mic? You can just turn the mic in the
Just
holder.
turn myself.
What? You can just turn the mic.
it's Holly all day.
It doesn't turn. It's stuck in there.
The mic turns, baby.
It does?
Yes, it turns. There you go.
Is that better?
There you go. Not the condom, just the mic.
Yeah, hold on.
We don't need condoms. I want a baby.
She's good.
All right. All right. Our first question is from Melissa in Wisconsin. I hope you can help me. I'm 28 and I've been married before. I have a 5-year-old boy, then happily divorced. Now I'm dating for over 16 months with a man who is 10 years older than me. He has his own lifestyle, business, and bugs, as we all do.
Busy?
What?
What?
He has his own lifestyle. But this is what happens when you copy and paste it or writing it down.
He's a pest control guy.
He has his own lifestyle, business, and bugs, as we all do. I love him with all this set.
This is the best part of the Guyry. When she fucks it up. Oh, that's so
No,
funny.
I'm not, but this is exactly word for word from copy and pasting.
But why are you copying and pasting and not just typing it down? Or making sure that you're copying and pasting the question?
That's why I usually have in this. All right, I'm just going to try it again. I hope you can help me. I'm 28 and I've been married before. I have a 5-year-old boy, is happily divorced. Now I've been dating for over 16 months with a man who is 10 years older than me. He has his own lifestyle, business. I love him with... This makes no sense.
This is your segment, baby. Reread it and then put it in your
All
own
I
words.
see is Holly all day right now. This is how she is.
I'm leaving
This
all of
makes
this
no
in.
freaking sense. I should have wrote it myself. I love him with all this set as is, and I understand that people at that age will never change. I'm just going to skip
Sound
all
it
that.
out.
No,
I know,
it's
I'm
the
just
exact
kidding.
words. I can't sound it out. She's the fuck up. Obviously, she has a fucked up thing going on.
So
I don't
she's a
even know
fuck
what it
up.
is.
That's it. Move on. Tough shit. Move on to the next one. It's probably why he cheated on her or whatever happened.
He's probably cheating on you.
Yes, I was going to
He's
say.
probably fucking other people.
I'm going to go with
That's
I
the
love
answer to
with
this
all
question.
Said. I hope you can help me. I'm 28 and I've been married before. I have a 5-year-old boy and I'm divorced. Now I've been dating this guy for over 16 months and he's 10 years older than me. He has his own lifestyle, business, and I love him. All this said, I understand that people at this age will never change. The thing is that after more than a year in the relationship, we still pretty much schedule our dates like once or twice a week, and it seems fine to him. He is introverted, so I understand that sometimes he needs some space. My concern is that the relationship isn't growing. We don't talk about moving in together or anything like that. At the same time, I'm the first woman that has been introduced to his family. He has never been married or lived with somebody. Do you think someday he will wake up one day and say, now I'm ready for more? Because I am ready, at least ready to start talking and planning. I want to have a real family and unfortunately can't date somebody till I get gray hair.
So she wants to know. She wants to know if he's going to progress the relationship. That's the question, really.
Is he going to do it for the first time ever? Yeah. Okay. So I'll say don't ever count on somebody else to change because you're just gonna wait. Especially 16 months?
That's a long relationship for a guy to stay in if he's going to be nervous about a kid and things like that.
Yeah, if you're into a 16 months, that's still pretty early if you want to start talking about moving in. I think I wouldn't start that conversation myself that early on, but if you're the first person to meet his family, that's progress.
That's a good call.
That absolutely is progression. It is moving along. Maybe not as quickly as you would like it, but for him, that's apparently a huge fucking step to make, and he took it with you. Just take it, talk to him about it, be open about it, but also understand that this is new to him. He's going to take his paces.
So a 37-year-old guy who's been dating somebody for 16 months. That's what we got here, who's never had a girl introduced to his family before. Man.
But don't put this on air, but maybe it's because she can't type a paragraph. Because as I was reading, you should see how hard that was.
I am leaving that in.
If any of you read that paragraph as I read it, I skipped a bunch of stuff and made up words.
Made up words.
Wow.
I agree with Jay.
I think she's fucked up on drugs. No.
We'll cut that out.
That's not real.
No, she's the weird part about that is that he's got a belly button that goes in and not out, right? Introverted. I misunderstood the term there. No, he sounds like he's a shy guy and doesn't really have a whole, history behind him. 16 months is a long time, and he's just going to be a guy for the rest of your life that's going to take things slow. So you might need to be the one that steps up and kind of takes control of the relationship if you want it to go to the next place.
It sounds like he doesn't have a lot of relationship experience because apparently he hasn't lived with anybody at all when he's 37.
Yeah, agreed.
He's never had any experience at all, so there could be some work there with both of them.
This is either a sign to take your time or a sign to run fast and run far.
Does he have a collection of blades that are in his basement?
Does he have more lotion than a man should have?
She can't write all
Is he
stuff.
really into candles? Oh, wait, that's Tach.
I have a couple candles. Wait, so does Jay. Jay likes candles.
I do enjoy huffing scented candles, yes.
Do you? Yeah.
It's like glue for me.
All the scented candles I get, I come home and he's cleaned everything, and they're all on the living room table from every room in the entire house. They're all gathered in the living room.
Yeah, you blend them all together and you get this weird aroma that's good,
you
right?
put them in each room.
It's called CO2.
Throughout the house. Such a guy. All right, let's try this again. This is Francine from Florida. I've been dating a guy for 2 months, and a week ago he texted me that we need to talk. A whole day goes by before he says he thinks we're in somewhat different places. Then another day goes by. My birthday is the next day, and he texts me at midnight, having just got out of work, and says he wants to be the first one to say happy birthday, and that he'd like to see me that night, but he'll be working late again. I say I have plans, so no problem, kind of brushing him off. Don't hear from him for another day. Then he texts me my latest Insta post saying how amazing I look and asks how I am. What's going on? How would he begin a breakup and then not finish it and get distant? I'm staying calm and getting busy with my life, but I'm dying to know what is happening. Are we still exclusive? He still has stuff at my house, and what do I do?
Did she? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So one more sentence. I am hoping that my admittedly clingy behavior scared him off, and he just needed some space.
Did she say her age at the beginning of that one? I think that's important to this.
No, she said she's been dating the guy for 2 months. 2 months.
All right. So she's 2 months into a relationship. She said she uses social media, so Instagram or whatever. And she's trying to interpret booty call texts as in relationship status texts. From what it sounds like to me, this is too early of a relationship to be asking questions of this serious nature. It sounds like he is just wanting to hook up for some kind of booty call to me, and that's it. It doesn't sound like anything serious at this point. If he wants to break up, it doesn't even sound like there's a relationship to be broken up. It just sounds like they're fuck buddies at this point.
I don't know if it's necessarily fuck buddies. It sounds like it's a little more if he's got shit at her place.
Yeah, but shit at her place could be a
not
toothbrush.
necessarily, because people can. Yeah.
Well, he said, okay, so they had been dating for 2 months, and he texted her saying that they need to talk because they're going in different directions. And then it totally switches, and he wants to know what's going on and comments on how beautiful and awesome she looks. Like, he started out saying, we need to talk, things aren't going good, and then totally switched
Wait. Did he say, we don't know that he said things aren't going good. It could have been that we're in two different places, meaning, hey, listen, you want to take this on a serious level. I'm just trying to fuck around, and I can't do anything serious.
No, he said
we don't know what
talk.
the context of that conversation was.
No, he said we needed to talk, and he thinks we are going in different places.
Yeah. He just wants to keep it casual, and she wants to make it serious. It could just be that. We don't know what the conversation was, so we really like.
I agree with Ray Burrito on this one.
He's probably fucking someone else.
Nice. You know, I remembered on the last episode to insert Ray Burrito's "We were fucking somebody else."
Oh,
but
you did do it.
I forgot to edit you guys in your spoilers for Rogue One.
Mm-hmm.
So I left in all of the commentary.
Explain to our listeners what was supposed to happen.
What was supposed to happen is Adam was supposed to edit in a bunch of beeps, so the beeps sounded like you guys were giving spoilers to Rogue One. But in retrospect,
just so we can talk, we just made up bullshit and said ridiculous
At one point, you said the guy fucked the chicken with his cock or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was supposed to edit all that out, or at least add beeps to it, and completely forgot it. It makes it so much funnier to listen to that commentary, the back and forth between you two trying to give fake spoiler. It was so funny. But no, this girl in this situation, it's way too early to be asking questions like this.
In this situation, I think that's what it is. I think he wants to keep it casual, and he's just like maintaining contact.
Yeah.
And she I don't think she knows how to process that.
That's what I think. I think he's just kind of keeping her around.
Yeah. Which if he's making the attempt to be open about it, because it sounds like he was. Props. It sounds like he said, "Hey, I think we're going in two different directions with this. This is what I'm looking for, and if this is what you're looking for, then we're on two different pages." And if she's not receptive to that, then I don't really blame the guy. It seems like he's trying to be open about it and be like, "Hey, this is what it is."
Yeah.
And if she's sticking around with it, well, then nobody's putting a gun to your head, sweetheart. If you're not happy,
I can see her
walk
confusion.
away.
I can see she is a little confused. I get that.
It's 2 months in. You don't have kids. You don't have any. Just walk away if you're not happy with it.
It is 2 months.
Yeah.
It's really soon. Next.
Right.
Donna from Florida wants to know, my ex wants me back. I want him back too, but I'm scared of getting hurt and having to lose him all over again. One of the issues when we broke up was that his method of dealing with personal problems was to cut people off, sometimes by canceling or just bailing on plans. He said things will be different and that we should start from scratch, and he will make all the effort to prove he has changed in the 3 months we've been apart. I'm still in love with him and I want to believe it, but I'm prone to jumping in with both feet. How can I hold back enough to let him actually prove things are different? And in the meantime, do I treat this as casual dating or a relationship?
Nothing changes in 3 months.
Right.
Nothing changes in 3 months. That doesn't mean shit. Yeah, I've quit smoking 8 times in 3 months. Nothing changes in 3 months. No, I was. If you would have been like, it's been 3 years, and cool. It's 3 years. That's time to work on yourself and stuff. But if you're just 3 months just means that he's figured out what pisses her off. He figured out how not to do it. Like right off the bat. But eventually, unless there's work taking place, I think if you want to do it, by all means, go for it. But treat it as casual. Like start from scratch. Which again, at 3 months, that doesn't exist either.
The interesting sentiment in this text or email or whatever.
Interesting cinnamon?
That's what I thought he
sentiment.
said too.
Oh.
Cinnamon.
The interesting cinnamon is actually working at the other strip club tonight.
I was going to say, it sounds like a
She's
That's
interesting
to the stage.
because
Cinnamon.
she's interesting because she has that third boob like Total Recall.
You put those dollars on the floor and the fives in the thighs, guys. All right. So, no, in this statement, she said he's prone to cutting people off quickly. So what it sounds like to me is that he is only around when he's satisfied in the relationship. And relationships aren't about that. Relationships are about give and take. Sometimes you're going to get what you want. Sometimes it's going to be a little bit more difficult. If he's prone to cutting people off, when I first heard it, I thought he was talking about traffic. But if in that situation, it sounds like you got a loose cannon. to be honest, because if he just bails at the first sign of any kind of resistance or issues that he's got in a relationship, you might not want to, even if you love him, this is up to this girl to decide. If she loves him enough to deal with that kind of lifestyle, if he's just going to cut you off at the first time that he has any kind of resistance in the relationship, then that's a decision that she has to make. That's real. I mean, there's no real advice you can give somebody to a guy that's going to just drop everything at the first sign of an issue. That's a difficult one to make. So if she loves him that much, then that's going to be her call. We can't really offer an advice there. You can't really curb a guy's attitude when he does stuff like that.
And if he's doing this after 3 months after a breakup, that just sounds like remorse there. That's like, oh no, baby, I can change. Take me back. Please, baby, please.
Please. Or he realizes he can't get anything better out there and he wants, Old Faithful back at home. That's,
There it is.
Tach.
Whoop, there it is. I thought you knew.
Whoop, there it is.
Tach, Holly.
Me? I can relate to, what did he say, that last part with shutting people out?
Mm-hmm.
You get scared. And I've been known to do that too. And it's something I've had to learn to not do, but I could definitely relate to that. But, I don't know.
Tach, anything on this one?
It's a guy.
Tach, help her out. She's looking at you to help her out.
To answer.
That's what that means.
This is guy perspective.
Tach, this is Lifeboat 101, buddy.
No, I nothing I can think of has already been said. She always gets on to me because she's like, you didn't answer the question. You didn't answer that question. You need to answer.
Like, don't wait for everybody else to answer, so then you can, finish.
Yeah.
I agree with Adam.
Well, it's a fight sometimes to. Like this one, I was like, I don't know, and then Jay jumped in immediately, and so.
The next question submitted by Holly is, "My man doesn't speak up enough."
Actually, my next question is from a man.
Amanda.
Amanda, hug and kiss.
No, this is from Ben in Florida.
Uh-oh.
Ben.
Dover.
Anal sex.
Hey, it is Ben Dover.
Hey-o! Wait, hey-o!
Is it Ben from... Oh.
Sorry.
Anal sex. Anal sex. Ready?
Yeah.
Anal sex.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
That's something you gotta be ready for.
All right. You do have to be ready for that. Anal sex. My girlfriend refuses to do anal. According to her ex loved anal and wanted to do it a lot, but she hated it. And now she never wants to do it again. Okay, I get it. Anal isn't for her. I still want to do it once, though, just so I'm the last person to fuck her ass, not her ex.
Whoa.
Said that, and now she's angry. Am I being a bitch here?
Yes.
This is from a guy?
Yes, you are an idiot, sir.
Yeah, agreed.
You are a fucking tool. You are the biggest tool. They call you Phil, don't they?
Oh.
No, if she doesn't do anal, guess what? You don't do anal. That's it. That's the end of that conversation.
Otherwise it'd be rape.
Anything else is a felony. Exactly. Like that's
or an accident.
And are you actually having sex with her thinking about the fact that her ex was the last guy inside that hole? Really? Is that what's going through your mind? Just kill yourself. Kill yourself. You should have died in 2016.
Wait,
technically that would be the bigger issue, is that he's thinking about who's done her beforehand and tried to compare himself.
Why can't you just enjoy yourself? Why can't you just enjoy the person you're with?
If he emailed us, we need those downloads, sir. We would like to help you more. Please listen for next week's episode. No. Agreed.
She's probably doing anal with somebody else.
Please call and Jay will help you out with that.
Yeah. Where's Ray Brito when we need him?
Yeah.
She's hopefully fucking other people.
She's doing anal with other people.
That is that unfortunately, bro, that is the worst kind of mentality for you to have while you're having sex with your girl. That's Jay's spot on with that. Do not think about those kinds of things. It's only going to make your jealousy more obvious. That's all that it's going to do.
You're not Christopher Columbus. You're not planting a flag in something. Relax.
If she didn't like it with her ex and she didn't ever want to do it again, don't go back to that routine.
Yeah, let me do that. Hey, let me remind you of your ex by making you do something that he made you do that you hated.
Yeah.
Is it the only reason, though, that he wants to do it?
Sounds like a control.
Based on his verbiage in that email, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he is totally sincere with that.
It's pissing on a corner.
She should break up with this guy.
He wants to mark his territory. That's what that sounds like to us.
So he has nothing. It just sounds like he doesn't want anything to do but to mark his territory. And I think this girl needs to go find a guy who likes her for her.
Because if they break up, he's going to have it in his head, well, I'm the last guy to fuck her asshole. Like, no.
Right.
I'm sorry. You know what? Hey, listen, I hear that there's this gold digging. I hear there's this gold digging chick out there somewhere who's really worried about some engagement ring that some guy
shows ago. Yeah. Or hey, wait, I'm going to take the side of this guy. I'll tell you what. Instead of going for anal, full bore, start with a pinky, and then kind of work your way up. Session after session after session, work your way up, man. Don't just go full dick in. Go work
Living
your way
Podcariously does not support rape.
Or roofier, one or the other.
See, this is why
roofie her.
Holy
no! I said from the movie Hook, Rufio.
That might be exciting. You're gonna
Nobody got that reference?
No. Try it out.
See, this is why I sometimes don't answer because there's nothing more to say. And Jay gets pissed off and goes on tangents.
That's the best part about the guy.
You don't want to talk about pinkies and roofies.
Or assholes.
That's Tax Friday night.
Here's the secret of the shocker. It's not supposed to be a shocker. She's supposed to be okay with it, and you're supposed to clear it with her beforehand.
Andrea,
Matter
of
fact, you know what, Ben? Make her a fucking daiquiri. Shut up. Make her a daiquiri and get on with it.
Nice throwback.
She has paperwork to do.
Yeah. She has to be ahead of the curve at work tomorrow.
We're being mean to our listeners this guy, aren't we?
No, that's all good. I agree with everything Jay said.
All right, our next one is from Lila in Ohio.
Hey, Lila.
We're going to be nice to Lila, right?
Does she know Eric?
Well, she has a problem.
Clapton.
Wait, Lila?
My boyfriend,
Lila. Oh, yeah.
Lila. No, it's Lila. Lila.
So it's Lila.
No, Lila.
Sure.
Lila?
Lila is
Lila.
Lila. Yeah, that's my mom's name.
Well, I watched Sweet Valley High, read the books, and her name was Lila.
All right.
Sure.
All right. My boyfriend comes home and is always in a bad mood. He will lie about eating breakfast, saying he ate when he didn't. He finds out my schedule on the weekends, and lately he is not home when I get home, like he is avoiding me. He starts fights. I feel like he is projecting his feelings on me. I will be smiling and he'll snap, "You're always so negative." I can't stand to be in my own house. One day he tells me I'm perfect. Not even a week later, his hand is on the door ready to leave. Obviously, he does not like me.
Oh, fell off the face of the earth.
There's an HE''LL.
Heel?
Heel?
Heel, it seems he barely can stand me.
It seems he can barely stand me. Okay.
Though it seems so.
Obviously, he does not like me. It seems he barely can stand me. I refuse to lose myself in the midst of all of his midlife meltdowns. I tried talking to him. He cuts me off and it's not worth it to pursue anything with him. Please tell me what he is thinking in his head. If I could read his mind, I would. Now I want to leave.
So what's the question?
Tack, take it. She wants to know what he's thinking.
She wants to know what he's thinking.
Oh, that's right. Let me get my mind.
He's always in a bad mood. He lies about stupid stuff, like he says he ate breakfast even though he didn't.
You want to channel the ghost of Ray Brito on this one?
I had a question about that. Like, why the fuck would they talk about breakfast? It didn't make any sense, but okay. So
he's avoiding her and starts fights and
tracks her schedule.
Yes, so we need Ray Brito here. Yeah. Sounds to me like he's fucking other people. It didn't sound good.
You're asking.
I think he's trying to get out, and he doesn't know how to do it.
He's got some complacency at the house, but it doesn't sound like he's very.
If he's
happy.
avoiding her too,
and
he's trying to get out. He's not necessarily off with a girl at the moment. He could just. There may be nobody else.
He's
he just wants out.
He's saying he's gay.
Sure,
he's off with
he
a
can
guy.
be out with a guy too. But there may be nobody else, but he just sounds like he just wants out.
Yeah, that relationship does not sound good.
No.
Yeah, that's one of those. You're asking us what he's thinking. We're not psychics. I mean, you would have to talk to him, and if he's not open to talking about that, then that's a pretty big thing too. Like
I think that he would be though.
That sounds like you may need to make a choice, and at this point, just make yourself happy.
Given the circumstances of what she described in her email, there's either one of two things going on. What these guys are saying, that he's just ready to bail on the relationship and move on with something else, or he's got something else that's seriously bothering him and stressing him in his life. It's going to be one or the other. If he's happy and he loves you and he wants to be with you, which we don't really know from the email, then there's something else that's really got him distracted and stressed in his everyday life that's causing him to do things like white lies. Because, I mean, nobody in a happy relationship is really going to throw out a ridiculous little lie like, yes, I ate breakfast, but, I really didn't. There's another reason for that. It's either avoidance of fights, or maybe the desire to want to start a fight, or something to draw up drama in the relationship. So if he really does love her, then there's something else that's seriously wrong in his life that's going on right now. You need to nail down what that is.
And to add on that, and that touches on it, because she mentions that it's a midlife crisis. So I'm hoping that if you're even considering putting yourself through this, it's because you've been together for a pretty substantial amount of time. If you have been together that long, you should, at this point, I'm hoping, be each other's support system. So if he's not coming to you with that, again, I think that's a big sign. I think it's a huge deal.
Yep, agreed.
Holly?
She really needs to accept the two things: that he does absolutely want to be with her, or he doesn't. And then she needs to sit down and go, okay, look, we need to talk. If you don't want to be with me, if you're not happy, then we need to move on.
And if he starts
and kind of accept that, or, the complete opposite. Well, then why are we fighting all the time? If you do want to be with me, how can we fix it? One or the other.
And why would you lie about eating? That's just
That's
wrong.
stupid.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah,
Right?
something's totally going on wrong there.
Yeah, and it sounds like he's like, when she said he's projecting. So if what you said is perfect, Holly. Like, bring it up to him, and if he starts deflecting, talking about, oh, why are you always so negative? Why are you always bringing up this crap? Just go. At that point, that's just, that he's just stonewalling it. There's not going to be any progress.
Tach, I've done just the opposite of this. I've lied about not eating when I already have. So maybe Andrea will make me some more food in the morning.
Yeah, double breakfast.
Right.
That's right. Double breakfast. Score!
All right, the next one is from Jane in Texas.
Jane.
My boyfriend has started to check and... Wait, let me start this again. My boyfriend has started to check and sit on his phone straight after we have sex every time. What is he thinking? Even if we cuddle, after which isn't... Wait. Even if we cuddle, after which isn't often, he still has to get on his phone.
Okay, this is the second woman in a row.
Andrea looked right at me when she said that. Sorry, go ahead. Continue.
Why do you think anyone else knows what they're thinking? Ask him. Ask him.
But this is...
We're not saying...
No, this is the diary. This is why they're asking questions they can't ask their guys.
They're asking us to be psychics.
Yes.
Yeah, but this is a little bit more
general.
general, though. There's a lot of guys that might suffer from the same issue. If this guy right here.
Yeah, look, if he's on his phone right after he finishes having sex, I promise you, the only thing on his mind is literally nothing. He just finished coming. Like, that's it. He's just on his phone to just, that's white noise at that point.
Yeah, it most likely is just checking Facebook or whatever. It's not. It's just, if he's just laying there relaxing and chilling, why not?
Didn't your mother
phone?
teach you how to say, "What are you thinking?" Like, I thought that was reform school or something.
I don't understand, because if I was in that situation, I'd just look over and be like, the last few times we had sex, you got on your phone immediately, the last 4 times. What are you doing?
Yeah,
he's going to show you words with friends. Like, he's going,
yeah,
that's
what I was going to say. He'd be like, look, I'm playing my game. Okay.
Or I'm writing down date and time we just had sex.
He's probably trying to figure out when you're ovulating.
Creepy Tach.
No, he's trying to figure out when she's ovulating, because
look,
he's keeping a journal.
A baby.
To me,
Texting my boy
for this girl, because I do this. This is sad, but sometimes we cuddle, but I do that a lot. If we were done having sex, I'll hop on my, laying back in bed, that post-coital glow kind of thing. I'm like, time to have a little vape, maybe a little soda, and kick back and play Clash of Clans or something. That's a relaxing time.
That sounds nice.
You got to catch up this, and especially if it's like sex with me, I need to get on my social media. I might have missed a lot in 15 seconds. I need to know.
Although technically, I'm trying to cuddle him so much last night, because his son wanted to have our dog in his room. And he's like, I need my arm. I need to move. I'm like, well, I don't want my puppy to cuddle with. So he literally got out of bed after I told his son he could have the dog for the night. Went and got the dog, So I'd cuddle the dog instead of him.
Tach, this is a
So he
serious
could
problem.
play his games.
Do you know how hard it is to attack a village with one arm? I'm just saying, it's hard if you don't have use of both arms on your tablet to
Yeah.
That's why
Plus,
your girlfriend
another
needs
thing,
something
too-
to cuddle, kitten.
Another thing
puppy.
too is he could be jumping on there and just wants to tell his family and friends.
He's
that he
bragging
just
with
had
his
sex.
boys.
Or his
Guess
family
what I
and friends
just
on
did? I had
Facebook.
sex.
Yeah.
So Jane, just
Update
get a
status.
puppy or a kitten and cuddle with that. All right. So Amanda in Florida.
Uh-oh.
Amanda, another Amanda.
Wait, what is this? What was the uh-oh?
Nothing.
You know an Amanda in
No,
Florida?
there's a.
You know I know an Amanda in Florida.
Do I?
This is the second Amanda tonight.
No, we didn't have it's the first one.
No, the other one was a man that emailed us.
a man.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, my bad. Okay. Hey. Sometimes Jay Alvarez slips up too.
Can stress really affect erections and sexual performance? Ever since my boyfriend started a new job that he hates, he's been really stressed out. I've noticed that the frequency of sex has really gone down and that he has several times he's been unable to stay hard and all or come, and he gets really upset about it. I try to be understanding and sweet to him, but I worry about his stress levels and secretly wonder if he's bored with me. Can a stressed out mind really affect the body like that, or is it just an excuse?
This is the most awesome question I think we've had in 6 months. That is a great question, because that really asks guys I mean, granted, you could get this answer on the internet really quick too. However, this question is asking guys that exact question of, does stress in your life affect your sexual performance? This is a legitimate guyery question. This is a great question. So Amanda, good on you. And the answer is no, he's probably fucking someone else.
How do we know what his dick is
The
thinking?
one question.
No, of course. That is a fantastic question. Yes, any stressors in a guy's life could directly affect sexual performance. By the way, sexual performance, i.e., erectile dysfunction, are also early signs of stress that could affect the heart. We learned this a few episodes ago. So if he's got such stress in his life from his work, his family, whatever, that's affecting his sexual performance in the bedroom, that's also early signs of other things that could be really risky to him. So Amanda, you need to get your guy some attention, be it, some therapy, some counseling, even some medication helps with that. So there's 100 different things you can do with that. But yes, stress from jobs or from anything can absolutely easily affect sexual performance in the bedroom. Great question.
He was all right. No, I thought it was. Yeah, I mean, you're spot on, Adam. You can't. There's nothing else to say. I mean, that's why I'm going to be quiet.
Well, it can also happen. Your sexual drive as a woman too can happen as well when you're super stressed.
Diary.
You do not. Serious.
No, it's a reverse question. Reverse diary
I
question.
like that.
But you can definitely just not be in the mood, and that could be the reason why.
Yeah.
It's a lot less obvious as a woman, though, because the guy
That's true.
gets a hard on and a girl can just sit
Yep.
there and just take it.
Mm-hmm.
But then that's called rape.
Yep. This is when she needs to be really understanding, and if that's the biggest issue that they have, they definitely handle that.
It is way easier for a girl to fake it through that process than a guy to fake it through that process.
Yeah, but there's a lot more issues that go after that if she's just sitting there faking it and taking it.
Oh, I like that. We should coin that. Put it on a t-shirt. Faking it and taking it.
Along with that other one that we came up
No,
with.
there is a definite problem in the relationship if
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what's going on.
Our first t-shirt is absolutely going to be something along the lines of living podcariously. We support mouth hugs.
What?
I thought it was like sparkling unicorns do
Yeah.
mouth hugs.
I go
Oh.
with sparkling unicorns.
Sparkling or sparkly?
Anyway, as long as it sparkles.
Anything unicorns. Okay, got it.
No, anything that sparkles.
Could the unicorn horn be a dildo?
I'm
think
gonna
it
wear
has-
this.
Is it not already?
Or phallic in general?
Is it not already?
Yeah,
All right,
granted, that's what
we
it
have
is.
one more question, guys.
All right, here we
Alright.
go.
This one's from Carrie in Florida.
What was that?
What the hell was that?
What happened? Uh-oh. You all right?
That was the weirdest thing
Did
ever.
you sneeze? What was that?
That wasn't a sneeze. What the hell was it?
It's a real question.
Oh, you're laughing at the question?
Is it real?
We don't know. You haven't read it.
I got all that out. Here, ready?
Carrie Underwood.
Our next question is from Carrie in Florida. He called me mommy during sex.
Oh.
And I can't get past it.
Does his last name end with a Z? Because that's what we do.
What?
Mommy.
I was just going to say.
Yeah, is he Hispanic?
Oh.
Because if he's Latino, it's like, oh, hey, mommy. That's just what we do.
Lopez, Ruiz.
Yeah, Lopez, Ruiz, Gonzalez, Alvarez, Fernandez. I mean, if his name ends with a Z, then, I mean, yeah, that's perfect. That's how we do it.
That's weird.
And it's not mama or
Mama, mommy. Yeah.
Mommy.
Did he say
no,
mother?
but mama too. Yeah, now did he call her mom or something?
Or mother?
MOMMY.
You smell like mother. And hey, look, we don't know. Maybe he's a little. Maybe he enjoys being.
There are fetishes about that.
If he called her mommy, should she start saying daddy?
Go for it.
Poppy.
Hi, puppy.
Poppy.
Oh god.
Yeah, what is that about girls wanting to call guys daddy and
Wait.
That is the weirdest
thing.
Yeah, no, agreed. That is the weirdest thing though. Why do girls like the one?
Why do girls like that?
It puts some women in a subspace. Like that's a whole thing right there.
Huh.
Or maybe they think guys like it, and at least I don't like it.
Yeah, that's strange.
Never.
I've been wanting to tell you that.
Holly's like laughing.
Holly, I've been wanting to tell you that. I don't like that.
Okay.
When you call me,
Holly, do you call him daddy? Is it mommy and daddy? Now I understand, like when you're married or when you're together and you have kids, young kids, you just call the other person. Okay, mommy wants this or daddy wants this. Like in general speaking. But how does that transcend into the bedroom?
Like you're talking to Oliver, go get your daddy.
Go get your daddy. Yeah.
I don't in the bedroom.
Your
I don't
name
prefer daddy.
that.
I prefer paterfamilias.
What? That is not what you told me to call you.
That's a safe word.
You told me to call you Lord.
That's a red word.
It was master or Lord is what I was told.
Oh yes, I'll take both of those.
Wow. So is that it?
I don't know. Just tell him you don't like.
Lord Adam.
Just tell him
I go by
the
Lord
words
Adam,
to say. Tell him that mommy makes you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Now that sounds like a counseling couch session right there. My mommy makes me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. I would just ask him about that. Like, hey, can we? If you don't like it, just tell him. Hey, can we knock that off?
He might not even realize he kind of even said it.
Yeah, he might not realize it. Hey, do you call him baby? Because that can be just as creepy.
A good point. Or he might just be trying shit out. He might just be like, hey,
testing the waters.
Hey, Andrea. Call me daddy next time. No, I don't even like the sound of that. Never mind. That doesn't sound right.
I just threw up in my mouth again for like the fourth time in this episode.
All right.
Is that it?
That's it.
All right. Well, great.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
On that note.
What an episode.
Well, Tach, we greatly appreciate you bringing Holly up to prove that you weren't just making this up the whole time.
Of course, I told you.
How much did you pay this woman?
Yeah. Who is this woman? Because I'm sorry,
I didn't pay her.
Tach, she's,
the time's almost up. And we only paid till like midnight.
Is that why there's an Escalade outside?
No.
Wait, no, I didn't get Uber
that
Black.
That is waiting.
Some large black man with a gun at my door. I don't understand what that means. No, Holly, we appreciate being able to meet you in person, and we don't want you to be a stranger. So
I would like to say it's
anytime you're in town.
Oh, it was definitely great to be here. Thank you.
It's nice to see you, and it's nice to not recognize you from Backpage. Like that's
and you have an amazing voice.
Nice.
It sounds really good.
That's good. I don't like my thank you because I don't like my voice.
It's a good voice.
Yeah, your voice is great.
Thank you.
I love it. I'm kind of jealous.
So, is Tach moving down south with you? Or are you going to be moving up here? Come on.
No idea. There's no plans right
let's
now.
Push this along.
We're not talking about that.
But engagement, we're going to do it right now on the show.
No.
Stop trying to get everyone married.
Ixnay on the.
You know what the funny part about this is? We've joked about it for a long time. Andrea, you and I, and Tach and Holly have been together for a while. The first one that's going to be married is going to be Jay. You know that's about to happen.
Yeah,
that's not fair.
I actually I hit the lottery. I have found another atheist heathen to copulate with.
Nice.
So
no way.
also
you
another
actually found
divorce.
one?
Yeah, there's a lot of us.
They do exist.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, you know when I knew she was
the ghosts of the world.
I knew she was the one when I said something, and she was like, Dawkins forbid. And I was like, yes.
Dawkins forbid.
Dawkins
nice. I like
forbid.
it.
Yes. I was like, yep.
I
I'm
Richard
going to keep
Dawkins.
you.
He's like the leading atheist scientist out there.
Yeah.
He's a physicist.
We don't believe in God,
Theoretical.
so to say God forbid means literally nothing.
If there wasn't a God, how would I see my father again?
Well,
that's a trick question. Don't answer it, Jay. Trick question. Don't answer.
My daddy was killed when I was 17.
You're gonna fall into a black hole.
Live life knowing I would never see him again.
LSD does some.
You're going to
amazing
tell me
things.
I will never see my daddy again?
All right. On that note, Tach, let's wrap up the show. What do you say?
Cut all that out.
You can find me running from Andrea at Gregory's Comedy Club.
You can find me killing him.
Yeah, where are you going to be?
I'm actually, I'm at Gregory's Comedy Club. I will be there the weekend, January 12th, 13th, and 14th.
Nice.
emceeing. I'm not aware of who the comics are just yet, but it should be a great show.
You guys had a hell of a show at Old School Pizza with Ray Brito. You hosted it. Is that his
fun.
event? Is that
yeah, that's his show. That's
event.
his baby. He just asked me to MC for the night.
You know, ironically, I do the owner's hair.
The owner of Old School?
No, Gregory's.
Oh, Gregory's. Okay.
Oh.
All right. Yeah, that's sweet. You guys had a good
twice. Two ladies.
You guys had a good show down there. You had a big fucking show, 10 comics at Old School.
That was a fun show. It was a marathon. That was definitely a marathon with 10 comics.
It certainly was. I missed one of them. We stepped outside during that, but it's difficult. That big of a show, you kind of need an intermission. It almost feels, but then you might lose some of your crowd. So maybe.
Yeah, you don't. It's just bad. At that point, especially emceeing is. The hard part is keeping the energy up, especially as the crowd is dwindling.
You do a good job at that. You keep the crowd pretty pumped.
Yeah.
Our boy Trey visited you down there. So Trey Easterling up in Georgia.
Yeah, that giant Sasquatch of a fucking man,
son of a bitch, 6'7".
We brought quite the crowd with us.
Like nobody even knew his hair was dyed until he sat down because no one could see that high on top of him.
Yeah, Trey has a green patch of hair right on the top of his head that he's pulled into a little ponytail, but he is huge, so you can't see it.
And it's a little patch. Like if it was orange, he would look like Roger from Doug.
I love Doug.
Am I the only one?
Times I've seen that.
The only one that got that joke?
No, I get it. It took me a second to remember the show.
Roger Klotz.
Patty Mayonnaise, yeah.
Yes. My friend Jason Crace was Doug at Disney World.
Oh, that's nice.
Doug live.
All right, let's get out of here.
All right, so if you want to get a hold of us, you can hit us up at show@livingpodcariously.
Yep, we're on Facebook at Living Podcariously. No, at facebook.com/Living Podcariously.
We're also on Twitter at Podcarious.
Or you can hear us Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. on Podcast Radio Network.
I need to get John to start paying you for those plugs. Those are pretty good plugs you're giving him.
That's the one I remember.
He appreciated the 3 little commercials that we put together, and he plays them all the time on his airwaves. So
awesome!
Yeah, we thank him for that. And
iHeart Podcast Radio Network.
Wait, no, iHeart is a separate conglomerate media company that no, never mind.
iHeart Adam Poston.
No, but iHeart is a separate conglomerate media.
You can say
iHeart Living Podcariously.
Damn it, woman!
We are going to get sued. Stop it.
All right.
iHeart Puppies and Kittens.
Holly, you want to plug anything?
No.
Other than Taxes?
No.
Wait, what? What?
No.
What?
I'm good.
You don't have any shows coming up?
No, not yet.
Are you going to come up here next week? Maybe a few weeks out?
Few weeks.
Dirty.
All right, 2 weeks out. All right, cool. Well, let's get out of here. If you want to check out our other show, check out the Twisted 10. I may have a special guest hosting this next episode. That's all I got. Yeah, it fell off the face there.
All right, guys. Well, I guess that's it, right? Yeah. So we will see you next week.
Peace.
Right, see you.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Records. Top 10 possible human extinction events. And my personal favorite, top 10 best or worst infomercial products. As you can see, the content is all over the place for the show. However, it is a lot of fun to produce, and we hope you like it. As always, thanks for listening.
And welcome back to Living Podcariously.
Tack, let your girl take it.
What?
What?
Let your girl take over.
Oh, shoot.
Tach likes being the boss.
Wait, pass.
I so set you up for that. I'm sorry, I had to.
So we are back, and it is the new year still.
Ah, yeah.
Still is.
So from what I understand, we all have our own little tiny lists.
So from what it sounded like, yeah,
It's kind of a
we do.
coincidence.
I'm gonna can my list. I wanna defunct my list till you guys come out with your own little, your own stuff.
Well, I kind of got something interesting that I came across on Facebook. Gross. I came across on Facebook.
Ski.
Gross? Did you say gross?
Yeah.
It's gross?
Well, just it's the wording.
Came across, Andrea, like what we did last night.
Remember what we did last night? Remember that?
That was beautiful.
Remember what you let me do?
I just hope there's a baby out of it.
So, I saw something on Facebook I thought was interesting. I'll try to make this pretty quick. Of course, this is for 2015, but I think it kind of still applies.
All right.
This is the 100 years ago.
100 years ago?
Yeah. So I'll do the first one, then you'll get what it is.
So the oldest person in the studio is you, Tach. So I'm just
Actually,
Are you
it's
really
not.
the oldest?
It's me.
Holly's the oldest?
Holly's got you? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's me.
Older women make beautiful lovers.
Right into the mic, baby. Right into the mic.
I thought you guys moved it so that didn't happen.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Maybe move it down a little bit.
Andrea, I heard you fine. You were in the mic.
Keep doing that. I'm almost there.
All right. So this is for the year 1915.
All right.
But I'm sure it applies for 1916 too. So
This is 2017.
I mean 1917. Shit, this is 2 years old.
15, 1916. Where are we going, Tach?
All right. So anyway, for the year 1915, this is just 100 years ago. The average life expectancy for men was 47 years.
Oh.
47.
Tach, you got like 6 years.
47 in a row.
In a row?
Tach, you got 6 years to go, buddy.
My father was killed at 48, so he beat that.
Wow. Fuel for
Your father
cars.
also wasn't alive 100 years ago.
Fuel for
How do you
cars was only sold in drugstores.
Wait, what?
What?
You had to buy petrol from the Walgreens or the Duane Reade.
There was no Walgreens.
Duane Reade, that's a New York reference.
Yeah, it is.
Only 14% of homes had a bathtub.
Wait, what? 14% of homes had a bathtub.
Yeah.
Yep.
How do they bathe?
Standing shower.
The YMCA.
No.
I would think bathtubs would be before showers, though.
I don't know. Only 8% of homes had a telephone.
All right, that's it.
That's about that. That's actually pretty accurate now.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Nobody has
Hey, good point.
Who has
Yeah.
a landline anymore?
Only meemaws and peepaws.
Oh, see how we came back
What
around.
goes around comes around, yeah.
Yeah, so Einstein was right. The maximum speed limit in most cities was guess.
I want to say 35.
15.
5.
20.
Whoa, what?
15.
Start again.
5.
What?
5.
5?
30.
20.
15.
None of you had it right, but it is 10.
10 miles an
10
hour.
miles an hour.
That's because the horse can't go that fast.
I
that's
was
the thing though.
closest without going over.
Back when cars were new, the streets were for pedestrians. And it was like this whole smear campaign that the auto companies were trying to do to get people off the streets because cars were killing people because people just walked on the street. So the term jaywalking, Jay used to be this really.
I see what you're doing there.
No. Jay used to be this really derogatory term to call somebody. Like
Really?
a jaybird. Yeah, literally, he's naked as a jaybird or jaywalker. So that's where that came from. Because it was car companies trying to keep people off the street. So they started enacting these laws and paying lobbyists and paying off congressmen to enact these laws to make the streets for cars so they would stop killing people and it would help boost their PR.
That's like people calling you Jay Masturbator, right? That's a weird term, right? They don't use that anymore.
That
really?
is a weird term.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some dungeons in Central Florida that may know that name.
I'm sorry to interrupt everyone.
Yeah.
I left my robe down here on purpose.
It's over on the pool table.
What?
Her robe. Actually, it's on the dining room table.
Christmas robe because it's freezing in this house.
Oh, it's cold in here, Holly.
Yeah, we
Thanks.
usually
Thanks for letting me know.
She was asking me, I'm like, I don't
I'm like,
remember.
is it cold there?
we do, and we're very happy to see you up here with him in studio, and it warms our heart to see somebody that loves Tach as well. I'm just saying, he's a good guy, and thank you for coming up and joining us.
We've almost known each other for a year now, Tach.
Oh, yeah. It's been a year.
So I've heard him complain about being single, and all the girls in the entire world suck for an entire year.
In fact, one episode, he was slitting his wrist during the show. I'm just saying. No.
We took the knife away, though.
Yeah, no.
That's right. He was doing it against the grain, not along it, like a real man.
So for our listeners, have you listened to both of our shows, Living Podcariously and The Twisted 10, both?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Have you heard them all the ones that Tach has been, which is all of the ones of this iteration, I guess. So
most of them anyway.
Yes, it's actually I call it Tach 101.
That's exactly
learn
what I
everything.
Did. When I first met Adam, I listened to all the shows, and I knew so much about him just listening to the shows.
I noticed that you're not wearing boots tonight. What's up with that?
No.
Oh.
Tach hates boots.
I wouldn't let her. I threw them out.
So Tach on for the listeners that might just be listening, Tach on one of our episodes said that he does not like girls in boots or something along those lines. How did it go?
Something like, I said girls wear boots for other women because guys don't really like boots that much.
That's
but girls
you.
fucking love boots. And then Andrea was like, well, your girlfriend probably has boots. And I was like, no, she don't. Because she doesn't like closed-toed shoes.
You said, yeah, she lives in flip-flops. And then I was like, no, I have a lot of boots.
She's a girl.
Like boots.
I didn't know that.
You don't understand that. That's like a woman's social status. Like, the amount of shoes that she has, it's like gold for Scrooge McDuck. Like that's
the best part of it.
She goes swimming around in the shoes.
The best part of the conversation is Tach said, talking about Holly doesn't have boots. She said, no, she don't. Like a black girl's head.
I got neck
and forth.
action.
A lot of girls are obsessed with shoes and stuff. I'm not obsessed. I mean, if I could be, I guess I would, but I'm not obsessed. But even girls who aren't obsessed with shoes have boots.
Mm-hmm. Boots and pants.
It's like that little black dress. There's always at least one.
You do have at least one of everything because you're still a girl.
And it goes the other way around. Every man should own a suit, at least one suit.
Yeah.
See?
Always.
And we all have boots.
I tried putting on
because they're adorable.
I tried putting on my suit the other day to some gala or event we went to, and it was a suit when I used to be a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Let's just say the pants didn't fit. It looked like MC Hammer pants on me. I gotta get a tailor. So hey, if the tailor's listening,
Adam has more clothes than me. I'm just saying, we have a big closet, and he was like, this will all be your side, and this will be mine, and then we hang all the clothes up. His are like 3/4 of the closet.
I just picture Adam in a suit. It's really just like Adam with a sports jacket and still wearing a bowling shirt under it.
That's pretty spot on. Actually, Johnny from Old School Tain't Funny would appreciate that joke because every joke he makes on Facebook at me is because I wear because I wear bowling shirts up to their show.
I'm working on it.
All right, so this is our first show in 2017.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Yeah, definitely.
Happy New Year.
New Year. As we're recording this is January 1st, so this is New Year. Yes,
absolutely.
It is. Let's go through real quick and just talk a little bit about 2016 and talk about what we appreciate from that year. Not that there's much, but let's talk about.
There's not much.
Bastard of a year.
I met Andrea. You met Holly.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
That's personally. That's about the only good thing that happened.
We are all in
2016.
relationships.
Jay met his girl, Lorraine. So look, hey, we all got fucking hitched. Well, not hitched, but we all got.
Easy.
You can't use that word. Only we can use that word.
I didn't get it. I'm waiting for it.
You're waiting for being hitched.
You won't give me a baby until we're hitched.
There's an analogy. They say the pull-out method is kind of like shaving your balls with a straight razor.
I'm hoping last night he was a little drunk.
You're killing my punchline here, Andrea. Shaving your balls with a straight razor is kind of like the pull-out method. You never forget that one time you fucked up. Now, see, you messed it up. The punchline is all gone because
you can erase it.
Oh, okay. Now, insert laughter here.
I don't like it when mommy and daddy fight. Especially when straight razors are involved. This is too much like my own house now. Oye, hijo de puta, pero qué hacen? No, maricón, pero este entonces. And I'm just having flashbacks.
Was that an impression of that like 30-year-old man that dresses like a toddler on like Univision?
Univision.
I have no idea what you're talking
about. That is the
about.
only word Tach knows in Spanish. I'm just saying.
Did anyone watch the ball drop on the TV?
You talking about Mariah Carey's career? Yeah.
I heard
totally
about that.
We were doing our own rock band thing.
I didn't see that. What the hell happened?
So much. So,
I heard she like completely bombed and was
Dude,
like completely
so-
hammered on TV.
So she was doing Odd Sang Lang or whatever that song is, for all.
Hi, I'm God. You're listening to Living Podcariously, a mouth hug friendly podcast.
You're listening to Living Podcariously, bringing you real men's perspectives, unfiltered, unapologetic, and uncensored. Recorded live in the Living Podcariously studio in world-famous Cocoa Beach, Florida.
Welcome to Living Podcariously, brand new 2017.
I almost said 2016. I was like, well,
Did you really?
I'm not used to it yet. It doesn't roll off the tongue.
I haven't seen any of you guys since last year.
It's been a while.
Yeah, seriously.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
I always put the same Facebook post. May the new year bring you health, prosperity, and the ability to start writing the new number within a short time frame.
I always fuck that up for some reason.
I still got friends writing 1990 something.
All right, I'm Adam. I'm one of your hosts, sitting across from me.
I'm in a different chair tonight, buddy.
chair.
I'm Tach.
He's in the pink chair.
And then the lady Chase.
I'm Andrea Joy.
And as always,
It's Jay Alvarez.
and we have a very special guest. Tack, why don't
Special
why don't
guest.
you do the introductions
It's
of
like
this
seeing
special
Santa
guest?
Claus.
It is.
Okay, everybody. All you listeners out there, I know you're excited.
Very.
We have the wonderful, the beautiful, the talented Holly in the studio, my girlfriend.
Oh.
She does exist.
She's not a figment of Tack's imagination.
Oh, wait. We still have to let her
speak.
talk. Hold
Let
on.
her talk.
I actually exist.
We have proof of life. We have proof of life.
So loud.
Tack's grabbing his earbuds. He's like, God damn, I can't hear shit now.
Sorry, it's the new
So, yay.
microphones I got for Adam for Christmas.
So Tach can finally now say, fuck you, Matt Iteo. My girlfriend exists. Your move.
Oh, yeah. So this is a brand new year. Whoa, I damn near knocked my mic
Your
off the
mic's
stand.
getting limp.
Well, it's-
Yeah, that happens with age. It's a new year.
There's a special.
It's been drinking, so
So brand new year for the podcast. Brand new set of destinations and goals for our show, Tax. So we should
indeed.
we should start the show off with
We
a
should
bang.
probably talk about those goals. What are they?
I feel like we should watch our phrasing, especially with this bunch when starting our show out with a bang. Like I feel like that explicit tag, it only gets us so much license.
Hey, Adam
no.
and I were out working on sponsorship tonight.
Yeah, that's true. We were at a venue. We won't name the venue, but we were at a venue listening to Hot Pink, and Hot Pink has a surprise for us. They haven't exactly named what that surprise is, but somewhere in 2017, here early in the next couple of months, they're going to bring some sort of surprise into the studio for Living Podcariously.
Do you think maybe it's like a new car for Jay?
A new car for Jay? That's
What
not a
about
bad
me?
idea.
My car doesn't work now.
Oh.
She's got a flat tire in the
I
driveway.
could use a new car too.
Wait, is that why it doesn't work? Because you have a flat tire?
The roofers,
Yes.
they were doing our roof.
So your car works,
smells.
you just haven't changed the tire.
Correct.
No,
Yeah.
this happened. I parked my car and then he had a friend staying. He came in. He was like, your tire's flat. Your tire's flat. I'm like, great.
But you just need a new tire and your car will move. You know what I need for my car to move? A new car.
An
Well,
engine.
I haven't had air conditioning for a year and a half, so.
But it still functions. You could technically drive on it.
Technically, every once in a while it won't start. And I'll try for like 5 minutes. I'll call Adam. Like, my car won't start. And then as soon as I call him, it starts. So that's the key to starting
It's
it.
just like when you take your car to the shop and it makes a knocking noise, then it won't as soon as you get there.
Yeah. I call
yeah,
him.
cars
That's
are
happened
like
3 times it started.
Cars are
are
like
dicks.
children, misbehaving until there's company, and then they're the best behaved bastards on the planet.
Well, it's
Yes.
a Hyundai, so it's over 100,000 miles. So
Yeah, that's the limit on it. All right, so before we get into the show, Tack,
Yeah.
so we have an unbelievable special guest that you introduced to us already.
Yeah.
I want to talk to her for just a minute. Is that all right with you? Can
Yeah,
I
of
address
course.
Holly? So Holly,
wait,
are
you need to ask me too.
all right, Holly, are you here on your
Yes.
own cognition. Has Tact drugged you? Did he find some girl on the way up here to pretend to be Holly, or are you really Holly?
Blink twice for help.
I'm wearing jeans because I have an ankle bracelet on. Hold on, let me cover it up.
Nice.
That's why the helicopters were outside. I was scared.
Yeah.
No, I recognize her from Facebook. It is the actual Holly.
Yeah.
So we love our boy Tack. We absolutely.
Old Lang Syne?
Yes, that one. And it was just bad lip sync. Like you could tell her.
Well, no,
mouth.
there was she was like, "Oh, the mic's not working,"
No,
or
that
the earbuds, or whatever
that was
it was.
for,
remember?
that was for the next song.
Oh,
For
okay.
Odd Land Saying, it was just bad. It was like watching a Bruce Lee movie.
No,
And then they started playing that one
Nice.
song, and then she just like surprised. Apparently, she had no idea what the set list was, so she wasn't prepared to sing that song. She's like, "We didn't do a check for this. We never did a sound check. But all the dancers are doing perfect choreography. So it's like, okay, somebody was prepared for this, and somebody thought she would just diva her way out of.
Somebody had a little too much champagne, I guess.
Oh, there's no way
she just
wasn't
walked
wasted.
back and forth and was just like making excuses.
Can we get
didn't
these
practice
monitors
for
on,
this.
please? Can we get these monitors on? And then the
Oh,
next
you
song
just
was
gotta
just
interrupt when you want to.
yeah. Oh yeah,
That's
just
how we
fire
do
away.
it.
You gotta jump in.
This is a tough crowd.
Shields are down, Scotty. Open fire. Like, that's just...
All right, so just want to recap something for you guys real quick. So we host two podcasts. We host Living Podcariously and The Twisted 10. So we have two shows.
we already know all that.
Well, no, got it. I'm talking about our numbers for 2016.
Okay, got you guys.
I was talking about that because I was bringing in my topic.
We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. All right, so for a podcast to reach more than 100 downloads per episode that's about standard. That's about the average that you get. Essentially, that means that everybody has about 100 friends that are going to listen to your show.
I have 100 friends.
Shit, I'm like if I get 7 people to my funeral.
I think all of us together make up about 100 friends.
Yay for us.
I want you guys to know in 2016, and I don't mind ever sharing our numbers for our listeners as well as for any other podcasters that are out there. Our two shows combined, granted, this is both shows combined. Living Podcariously is stronger, has more downloads, more listens. Twisted 10's a little bit under it, not much. But for 2016, we had over 109,000 listens for both shows combined. So I think that's a good move on our part. We grew our show tremendously. We resourced it out, and I think we owe ourselves
Can you do
a
some
shot.
math? Can you do some math? Can you
Yeah,
break it down?
what were we averaging per episode?
Well,
let's
break
see.
it down. Well, yeah.
So 52 weeks in a year.
Right.
Actually, we're on episode number 48, something like that. We might have skipped a couple of weeks throughout the year and started a little bit late with the latest reboot.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's like I don't know.
All right, I'll do math.
Yeah, I can't figure that out.
What was
right
the
now.
number?
By doing
100
math, he means he'll be the one to reach into his pocket.
So do 109,000 and divide that by. So we had about 40.
Divided by 52.
Well, we had 42 episodes of Living Podcariously, and we had 38 episodes of Twisted 10. So somebody do the math of those two combined.
What was the number?
42 and 38.
42, 38. That's 80.
80.
Yep.
So 109,000 divided by 80. What does that come to, Tach?
I can't think. I'm just well with your hands.
Roughly 1,362.5
per episode. Booyah! Just saying.
Damn.
Insert Brazilian horn sound here.
I totally switched it.
Whatever that
No,
I
the
was
Moon
going
Sailor.
with New Year's because I had a New Year's theme to talk about,
Okay, yeah, we'll get
which
there.
I cannot see.
We'll get there.
It's green.
Yeah, we'll get there. You used green
Green
again?
ink.
You couldn't read green ink
I
last
forgot
week.
and I switched to purple. I was like, shoot, I couldn't read it, so I switched to purple.
Whatever
Green
happened to
can't
just
see.
black ink?
Whatever happened to using electronics?
Why's it got to be black?
Because it is.
It's the best.
Because
Is that what you're
white
saying?
ink is horrible and doesn't work for anything.
And is smaller.
I didn't use white ink. I used green.
Holly, is it hard to keep up in here?
Yes.
Is it? Yeah, it's a little.
Yeah, if you're on Adderall, you want to miss a dose or two before coming here.
Or take 3 or 4 extra.
Yeah, just to keep up. All right, so I've got a little list, and Andrea's got a list as well, and Tack should have a little game time segment and a few other
I've
things.
got a little list too
What are
today.
these little
Do you?
lists about?
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, so
I actually have a little list also.
let's do something. Let's
got
take a
a
break.
list.
Let's take a break in studio,
And then we can all do our little lists.
let's come back with our 2016 and miscellaneous lists.
What if all of our lists are the exact same list?
That'd be fucked up, huh?
That would be so scary.
That'd be
Trifecta.
that would be apropos for our podcast, though. No
really would
no
be.
planning. We're good. We'll just wing it.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna take a break in studio. We will be right back after this.
The sky was all purple, there were people running everywhere.
Hey, it's Adam. If you enjoyed the content or the cast of Living Podcariously, be sure to check out the other show we produce. It's called The Twisted 10. Each week, a host or a guest host takes over the show and brings their own unique and original top 10 list to the show. Here's a few examples. Top 10 crazy religious practices. Top 10 sexual fetishes. Twisted Guinness World... Tach, we had a great opportunity here to have both girls sitting together on the lady chaise. Why did you not strategically place both girls next to each other so they could warm each other up?
Sorry.
What's going on here?
They still can if they want.
All right.
They don't want. Okay.
We're not lesbians.
Okay.
It's not going to happen.
You don't need to be.
This list is kind of long here. I got.
Oh, all right.
Keep
go
going.
Okay, go.
Unlike your dick. What?
Just do this.
Put your dick away, Adam.
Well, I don't have a boner.
Stop trying to compare it.
Make it warm.
All right, so the tallest structure in the world was the Eiffel Tower.
Ooh.
The average wage in 1910 was how much per hour?
Ooh, 1910.
Starting with Holly over here this time.
In 1910,
Yep. This is per hour wage.
10 cents.
Okay.
Oh, shit. I'd go higher than that. I'd probably go $1 an hour.
Okay.
$1 an hour? What are you, some kind of sociopath who's just throwing money out at people? No, I say an honest wage is 5 cents an hour. No honest man needs more than that.
I'm going with 65 cents, Bob.
Okay, you guys are all wrong. It's 22 cents.
Oh,
Wow.
okay. All right.
Who
$1.
was closest?
The average U.S.
heyday, Snickers was a nickel.
The average U.S. worker made between $200 to $400 per year.
Wow.
What?
That's really close to what I made.
I pay more than that in child support.
It's close.
A competent accountant could expect to earn $2,000 a year.
Ooh.
Ooh.
A dentist made how much?
I'm a dentist.
A dentist?
Come on.
100 years ago?
Anybody get the reference?
No,
You need a
we're
dentist
past
or an
that.
accountant.
We moved on. No, what? Made a little more.
I'd say a
Maybe
dentist.
more? So we're going
Twice
more
that.
than
Let's go
2.
4,000 a year.
3,000.
I go 2.7, Bob.
So close.
I'm
2.5.
Ah, damn, Jay. Almost nailed it.
I thought there's more.
I was
There's
gonna
more.
say 2,500.
Okay, here you're the
Now
first
you were
one.
sure.
You're the first one on this one. Here we go.
Okay.
A mechanical engineer can make about how much per year?
Andrea?
42.
4,200?
Yes.
I'm going to go 45.
Mechanical engineer, trick question, Bob. There were no such thing as mechanics.
They
back in
had
the day.
cars back 100 years ago.
It's not about that.
Somebody had to build the windmills. The Dutch.
Remember, the tallest structure was the Eiffel Tower. There was engineers.
Nah, there's just French guys that know how to put stuff together. Solder this to this.
Ready, boys. Let Holly make it.
Holly got to hear my French. I'm just saying.
Engineer, 5,000.
Ding, ding, ding. $5,000 per year.
You guys,
Y'all cheated.
You guys cheated.
You knew.
I didn't even know he had the list.
No, it shouldn't.
I don't believe you.
More than 95% of all births took place at home. 90% of all doctors had no college education.
What?
Oh, that's when men were men.
no
Instead,
shit.
they would attend so-called medical schools, many of which were condemned in the press and the government as substandard.
Wow.
You mean medical care in this country was piss poor at best? Some things never change.
You know what I heard back in what year is this? 1917?
1915.
1915. They actually had a healthcare program that was called Obamacare. It, for whatever reason, it was weird. It was the same name as what we've got now. No, all right, I'll stop there.
Stop. Let me write the jokes. Just stop.
Yeah. Leave it to the stand-up comedian to tell me, no, don't write
All right,
jokes.
sugar
yet.
cost 4 cents a pound. Eggs were 14 cents a dozen. Coffee was 15 cents a pound. Most women only wash their hair how often?
Ooh, Andrea should get this.
How would I get this?
Let's say monthly. How often monthly?
Monthly.
How often?
How many times a month?
I go with twice.
Well,
Wait, are we talking downstairs hair here?
Is it bad if a midget walks past you and
4.
says, "Your hair smells nice"?
4.
She says 4.
4 times
I
a
say
month?
2.
2.
Per month. So only 15% of households had a bath. So I would go once a month.
I'm going to say 1, 2.
Is correct. Once a month.
Yeah. Woo. Holly and I, we're on the same train here.
Nailed it.
We know what's going on here.
And they used borax or egg yolks for shampoo.
Oh, what did women? Wasn't it Lysol
like
women
you
used to
clean
use
your
as a
scalp.
contraceptive?
Lysol as a contraceptive?
Yeah, it used to be.
Holy shit.
You don't really have to wash your hair. It doesn't get dirty unless you're doing something.
We're also past the washing of hair.
Oh, I could talk about that all night.
Canada passed a law that prohibited poor people from entering their country for any reason.
The great country of Canada, our great neighbor to the
one
north.
time a month. Really?
Look, wait. Hey, they're on to something here.
I can't get past it.
Canada says back in 1915, 17, whatever, that no poor people, and they're legalizing marijuana. So they're